guys, welcome to another OPSEC Battle Report. I'm Mike.
And I'm Emma.
And we're playing the brand new Drukhari today with a longtime friend and a cohort in crime for all things 40k, Sly Dave.
Yep, so the Codex was released 48 hours ago?
Just over 48 hours ago, yeah. I picked it up late Sunday night, and it's Monday afternoon, or Monday evening now when we're recording this. So we've had the Codex in hand for less than a day, and I wrote an army list first thing this morning. And Dave's come around, we've played a game, and yeah, you're going to see the game in just a second. It's 1,750 points, and it's an army that I've been using all through 5th and 6th, and a little bit of 7th edition, so it's very Raider and Venom heavy, and lots of Carbolite Warriors, and it's probably not as optimised as the new book allows, but it's really exciting options in the book as well, so I'm sure we'll see more Dark Eldar on the channel soon. Dave's bringing his Alaitoc Craftworld Eldar, so it's a great chance for me to score back some wins against his Alaitoc, who have been beating me fairly regularly. And
not so crash hot result the last time you played him on the channel.
Yeah, I made a critical deployment error. If you want to go and check that out, it's the Sisters of Battle versus Craftworld Eldar game. We've also made some adjustments to...
Spoiler alert.
We've also made some adjustments to the audio for this game, so hopefully it's going to be a lot easier to listen to and watch. But we'll let you get on and check out the game and the armies, and we hope you enjoy it. And if you want to see any other matchups in the future, just let us know in the comments or get in touch via the contact links at the end of the episode. Okay guys, so this is Dave's 1,500 point Alaitoc Eldar detachments for today's game. It's a battalion and a spearhead. In the battalion we've got a Farseer, a Spirit Seer, 2 units of 10 Guardian Defenders with Shuriken Catapults, a unit of 5 Rangers, 8 Shadow Spectres, a Hemlock Wraith Fighter, a Crimson Hunter with Bright Lancers, a Wave Serpent with twin Bright Lancers and twin Shuriken Catapults, and a Wave Serpent with twin Shuriken Cannon and a single Shuriken Cannon underslung. In the Spearhead we've then got a Farseer, a second one. We've also got 2 units of 5 Dark Reapers, including an X-Arch with a Tempest Launcher in each, and we've also got a Warwalker with twin Shuriken Cannons to round it out and make it all nice and legal. That's 1,750 points on the nose. And we'll be back in just a second to check out my Drukhari army. So this is my brand new Drukhari army. I'm running 2 obsessions in the army. My witch cult is the Cult of Red Grief, and my Carbolites are all running the Cabal of Blackheart. So we've got a triple patrol army today at 1,750 points. So my first patrol is an Archon with a Huskblade and Splinter Pistol. He has a unit of 5 Carbolite Warriors with a single blaster in a Venom with double Splinter Cannons. He also has a unit of 10 Carbolite Warriors with 2 blasters in a Raider with a Dark Lance. He has a Ravager with a trio of Dark Lancers and a Razorwing Jet Fighter with a pair of Dark Lancers and a Splinter Cannon. In the second patrol, I've got a Succubus. She's a Cult of Red Grief. She actually has the Bloodglaive Relic, which I spent a command point to access, and she's accompanied by 8 Witches, and they are all riding in a single Raider, again with a Dark Lance. In the third patrol detachment, I've got a third HQ, this time's another Archon. He has the Helm of Spite, and other than that, Huskblade and so on. He's accompanied by 10 Dark Eldar Carbolite Warriors with 2 blasters in a Raider with a single Dark Lance, and a unit of 5 Carbolite Warriors with a blaster in a single Venom with a pair of Splinter Cannons. There are a pair of Ravagers, both with triple Dark Lance, and then a big unit of 8 Incubi, including a Clavex, inside a Raider with a Dark Lance as well. So that's the army at 1,750 points. As I said, I spent a command point to give my witch a Warlord trait. So she has a 3+ invulnerable save, and I've got Labyrinthine Cunning on my primary Warlord from the Cabal of Blackheart, so he's going to regain command points throughout the game, hopefully on 6s. So that's the whole army. Let's see how it all plays out on the table. Cool, so you get +1 to the roll. Before we do,
have a good one.
Let's see how badly my Dark Eldar gets smashed.
May the best Eldar win. No, either way it's...
Oh, there you go, you're going first.
Do you want to seize?
Yeah, I will give a... Well, seize with different dice.
I will go first, yeah.
Alright. Nope. No seize.
Cool beans.
Go for it.
Let's see. I can't remember what any of my dudes do. How's the volume?
It sounded alright. And I've turned it down in the... in all the settings, so hopefully it should be fine.
Sorry. Rangers.
Oh, that happens before the game starts, but after you know who's going first.
Yeah.
So right now.
Yeah. I don't really know where they want to go. I don't want to put them too close to you because then you can like charge them and stuff, which isn't ideal.
I might just try while you're moving stuff to try and familiarise myself a little bit with some of the new rules.
Yeah, I don't think I've played since we played last.
So the Bloodglaive, +3 strength, -3 D3. That's pretty brutal.
Amazing. Oh, what drugs are you giving out?
I'm just going to have a quick look at those now.
They're just the same as they were. And you've got what, a succubus and a witch unit?
Yeah.
So you've got your pick basically. It's just the same. You have to give out all 6 before you can give out a duplicate.
Cool.
What am I looking for? Hemlocks. 60-inch move, okay.
Well, I will give her
Is planes measured from
base. From the
base?
base. The witches will pick up +1 strength.
Yep. So that takes them to strength 4.
Yep. And the succubus will pick up +1 attack. Get you in range base to base. Just.
I just want to be sitting at like 60 inches got me to about there. Like I can go across the whole table. It's just
And because the move, turn, move, it doesn't really matter.
yeah. No. Can't even remember what these have. 36-inch range.
Yeah, 36 on the Lancers and 48 on the Pulse. It's one of the other reasons I really like the Pulse Laser.
Why not have both? It's only 36 inches on a bright lens.
Yeah.
Which is enough to hit a Ravager.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. Reapers will come out. Take up position.
So how many strategy move? How many CP have you got?
7.
And I've spent 2, so I have 5.
Interesting to see what they do with the old Dark Reapers.
Yeah, well, I was certainly expecting the FAQ before now, and we're still waiting. We might be lucky and have it come out in between this recording and publishing.
Both Exarchs have Tempest.
Yep.
Oh crap! Hang on. What's their range? 36.
Yeah.
36 on the Tempest, 48 on the main gun.
48 on the Reapers, yeah.
You got a Venom behind there, don't you?
Yeah, I've got a couple.
And just drop some Tempest shots on them. Cool. Guide and Doom. Yeah, cool. And that one's going to him.
Shadow Spectres.
Really anywhere they want to go. They will just...
There's no Exarch in that unit, is there?
Yeah, Exarch is one of them. This guy can be the Exarch. He's just unrolling. I paid the extra points. That's it. Just jump behind the ranges. Sit in cover. Go in this cover.
They're awkward at the best of times, these models, and you've left all the dangly bits off them. I must admit mine will end up the same.
Do you still want them for your shadow dudes? Your stealth quads?
Yeah, definitely, actually.
I'll bring them next time.
I actually found my Shadow Spectres in Exarch and Phoenix Lord a couple of days ago. I went, oh, I forgot I had these.
I still have another 5.
I've got to build
put together.
I've got to get 5 more. That'll round the squad out.
So that'll advance.
So 14 plus.
Oh, hang on, sorry, before I do that. Fastly jump out. Need line of sight for Doom, don't you? He doesn't really want to. He'll just jump across to here.
That is one good thing about the Venoms. You have to give them credit over the radar.
Advance. What's that?
They don't degrade.
Yeah, because once they get degrading territory, they're dead.
Yeah, but what I mean is that with a if you do 6 wounds, obviously to a raider, it starts slowing down all the rest. That obviously kills the venom.
Yeah.
And I think on the durability stakes, they're actually pretty even because of that -1 to hit.
It is. The extra. I mean, the ability to field a disintegrator cannon on them and carry 5 extra dudes is pretty good.
14 for a wave serpent.
No, 16. So it'll advance this way. Start peppering. So that's got an extra neg 1 to hit as well from the vectored engines.
Oh, cool.
And these guys will just jump. Oh, he'll just jump out there, and the Parsi will jump out over here. Advance.
So what's back there? It's the Wave Serpent, Farseer, Spirit Seer,
He'll advance as well, actually.
and then 10 Guardians. We don't quite get them on camera.
Oh yeah. 3.
Basically, as far back as the Dark Reapers we get on screen.
Yeah. And then the Guardians will jump in the Wave Serpent. For later.
The swap and Congo.
Yep. All right.
He comes on 6 inches from board edge. Is that right for the Walker?
Yeah.
Cool. Move these cards out of the way if you want.
Should be right. Got to work out if you can actually get range before I decide where to. I can bring them on from the back anyway, can't I? It's a hull, is it?
Yeah. So you've essentially got 30 inches of range.
Well, it just depends. Where I bring
Well,
them
30 from the board edge.
on. Yeah, but I can bring them on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
back as well.
Yeah.
So you can just sit.
Plenty.
Start dropping some shots on you. Because there's no point charging you because you'll fly.
That is true.
I think I'm done. I haven't played this army for a while, so
Psychic.
psychic. I don't have to worry about your helm yet.
Nope.
The Farseer will cast Guide on the front squad.
Of Reapers?
Yeah.
How many's in that?
5.
No.
I'll re-roll that.
Runes of the Farseer? Still no.
Cool. And then I'll fortune them as well, I guess. Nope.
No.
Cool. Conceal on them. The Spirit Seer.
No.
Alright. And he's got nothing. Oh, over here. Jinx on the... What's your plane? Does that have 5+ as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll jinx that.
The 6 is going to work regardless. There you go. I think it's a 7 for Jinx, isn't it?
Yeah. Cool. I cast a spell! Woo! Psychic. Alright.
What you're known for?
That's my
Shooting.
psychic. Shooting. Okay. We'll start out with the
Hemlock?
Hemlock. So it
2
will
3.
shoot your plane.
It's going to get 4 hits.
Yeah.
Toughness
6, I think.
So
Yeah.
3s.
2s. Strength 12.
Strength
12.
They're not 12 on the heavy D size, they're 10.
12.
Can you check that for me?
12. They were 10, and then they all got bumped up to 12.
The infantry are only 10.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, they are. I used them a week ago.
Well, you were wrong.
I know, I didn't use these ones, I used the infantry ones. The D sides on the infantry are 10.
They're still 12 as well. Everything's 12 now. All Wraith weapons are 12
they're
now.
not. Have a look.
Sure, I am.
I looked it up.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, that's where the confusion comes from. I played them a week ago.
They're 12.
Well, they're 12. Okay, 2s.
Lame.
6s. Nothing. They're 2 damage each, aren't they?
Yep.
So 6s again.
Because it's Black Heart.
Black Heart. Oh, there we go. We're only going to take 3 damage.
Worth it.
Where were those for the saving throws? Still, I halved the damage. I can't argue too
Pretty
much.
good.
I think they've got 12 wounds. Or only 10. Raise wings are only 10. It's the bomber that's 12.
7 to go. Reapers will shoot him, the first unit.
Yep. How many in the squad?
4.
And then the X-Arc's firing something
4
different.
single shots at it. X-Arc will bomb the Venom.
There's 2 of them there. The white wings is the back, the black wings is the front.
Are they both
Exactly
the
the
same?
same.
I'll shoot the front one.
Cool.
So, 4 shots at your plane. 4 hits.
Everyone hits. 3 still wounds.
3s. 2 wounds.
These are 6s still because of...
Neg, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're neg 2.
Yeah, but is it 3 up armor
Nah,
like your
it's 4
planes are only 4 up?
Either way, you're a jinxed as well. So,
It is only 4 up.
6s.
And the Void Raven's only 4 up as well.
Yeah.
So that makes no sense to me.
Nope.
No. So it's going to be 6 damage.
6 damage. 3 6s again.
Nope.
No, none.
It's down to 1.
So it's got 1 wound left.
It has 1 wound left.
That's annoying. And the Tempest.
Yep.
6 shots.
You don't worry about the -1 to hit because reasons.
Yep. Exarch gets reroll 1s. Because he's cool.
Only wounding on 5s though.
Yep. So 2.
And I'm in cover, so I get +1 to my armor save, but you are -1 because of AP on the Tempest.
Neg 2.
Oh, we've had that conversation before, haven't we? So it's still 5s.
Yep.
1 saved, and then it's 1 damage, which gets through.
Venom.
It has 5 remaining.
Do I bother? Just shoot. Yeah. Yeah. 4 Reapers at it as well.
2 definitely.
These 2 behind here can see through my... Yeah, they've all got...
Which
they've all
2?
got
Because I can only see 2 from here.
these 2 here,
Yeah, they can see.
and then these 2 here.
Are they still in coherency there, are they?
Yeah, the Exarch.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought the Exarch was at the front here. No, that's okay.
That's one Exarch, second Exarch at the back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah. So, front unit, second unit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And the Exarch will drop Tempest on the front one again. Yep.
It's in range of both.
Yep.
So it was on the front one the first time, was it?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So yeah, 4 shots at your plane. Yeah.
Yep.
That should do it.
3s.
Oh, maybe not. No. Oh yeah, 3s. Yeah, sorry. I'm like, no, they're strength 12. Oh, jeez. Oh, you need to save all 3. Yeah.
No.
You got 1. Does it explode?
Crash and burn. Nope.
And then Tempest.
6 shots again.
I'm
So
nothing
that's
if consistent.
That's first blood for you on the Razorwing. Didn't even get to try it out. God damn.
Yeah. What did it have? Double Dark Lance.
Double Dark Lance, Splinter
and
Cannon.
Splinter Cannon.
Nothing.
No. So that was
Oh.
re-rolling 1s.
Cool.
Because he's
And
an
then winning
Exarch.
with 5s.
And winning with 5s. So 2.
2.
Hey.
1 gets through. That gets through for another point of damage.
So your Black Heart's pretty much paid for itself already.
Yeah, it's saving hits. It's one of the reasons I really like Ulthway, is it just, you roll enough dice and you start saving things.
Yeah. So I think the fact that the stuff's so cheap, it makes a lot better use of it.
Well, yeah, because you've got so many, like, look
so
at how
many
much is
more shots.
in the army.
So many more saves to make.
Yeah.
Whereas with Eldar, it's like, yeah, cool, I get Spirit Stones on my Wave Serpent, but there's only one of them.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, I'll just shoot the right Ravager.
Yep.
Yeah. So 2 Bright Lances.
Yep.
Oh, am I even in range? I think I was.
36.
I think I measured it out.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 Bright Lances. 1 hit.
Winning on 3s.
3s.
Wounds.
I think the 5s. Yeah.
Yep.
I think the toughness table, the new strength versus toughness table,
Yeah, helps them as
really
well.
helps.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you're not
the-
winning them on 2s easily.
being toughness 6 as opposed to toughness 7 doesn't really matter. Being
No.
toughness 5 as opposed to toughness 7 doesn't really matter.
No.
All the anti-tank stuff shooting you is still needing 3s.
The only downside is it works the other way, where bolters used to wound a toughness 6 target on a 6, now they win on 5.
Yeah, true.
So it does work
guess.
both ways. You're more susceptible to
But-
light arms, but you're less susceptible to heavy weapons.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd probably prefer bolters just to be
One shot with
Belting-
no AP compared to...
belting away at your raiders than
That is true.
than at like your more squishy things. This will shoot that same Ravager as well.
Yep.
So
Bright Lances.
Bright Lances first. One.
One?
I
Yeah, 'cause-
moved. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
And double Pulse Laser.
Nope.
Nope.
Yes.
See, Reaper's doing work,
Planes.
but they're Reapers. so-
Pretty much how it goes. Yeah, 9 shots from this into the Raider.
Yep. So -1 because you advanced.
Yep. Force. I know, because they're battle focused.
Wow. That's a lot of misses.
And
You don't have battle focus on the tanks.
don't they? I thought that was their cool thing. They could advance and just shoot at normal.
That's with a CTM. You can ignore the... It doesn't matter.
Uh,
Strength 6, toughness 5, so
so
4 wounds.
Strength 6. Oh yeah, toughness 5. Duh.
And one of them's at
One
neg
of them
3.
8 neg 3.
So one of them's a
4 plus.
5 up,
And
and
then
the
3
other one's a 4 up.
Yep.
Only make so I take 3 damage.
I guess it's funny because strength 6 is probably where you want to be against Dark Eldar, but it's not where you want to be against pretty much anything else. So
Yeah.
trick cannon from the Warwalker added as well.
Yep.
Cool.
1 wound. No.
No. 1 wound.
1 wound.
Yep.
Feel no pain. I feel no pain to the other ones, but that's okay. I've got to get into the habit of it. It's one of those ones that if you don't remember.
But it's funny because then you won't play Black Heart and you'll be like,
Yeah.
Or you'll probably roll it and be like, whoops. It's going to be, and that's going to be the hard thing about playing like
When
all these multiple detachments with multiple wounds,
Oh,
with
look,
multiple rules.
And also keeping them clear on the table as
Yeah.
well. There's a big problem there if you're going to run multiple cabals and multiple covens and cults.
Might be worth getting like a a marker that you can put around the base or something to say different colours.
If you want to keep, like, my army's all green,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to try and muck about with it too much.
But like even squad markings, like I'm sure there's games where I'll take 5 raiders as Black Heart and games where I'll take 5 raiders as Flayed Skull or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't want to be having to...
You know what the best way to do it for this raiders at least would be?
5 snipers at it.
You get a bunch of spare sails with every raider.
Mm.
So I'd literally just paint
magnetise it.
I'd magnetise it and then paint the sails different colours.
That's a good idea.
So 1 wound.
Strength
2
4.
wounds.
So 2 wounds and 1 mortal as well?
Does that only work against infantry?
I don't think so.
So I'll take the 2 4-ups. Nope. And I'll take my 2 Fiono Pains. Nope.
My favourite thing is sniping vehicles for the last wound, so unless
I'm
I've been
assuming
doing that, I think it just throws a mortal wound on.
I'll take another save then. No.
Cool. So how many has it got left?
3.
3 wounds left.
So it has degraded slightly.
Woo. So yeah, it's just each time you roll a wound, roll a 6 for this weapon, it inflicts a mortal wound. So I just snipe the driver. That's what it represents.
Cool.
Shot, 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 out of range. Shot, 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 shot. Yeah, I'm done.
No charges.
I don't think this army really charges. Well, I haven't done much. See what you do back.
Alright. So, turn 1... I don't have anything pre-turn, so I can just start moving, I guess. -1s on the... -2s on the planes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Unless I'm within 12.
Which can be.
Which is pretty straightforward to do. So, I'm going to spend a command point to use enhanced ether sails on my Incubi's Raider.
Okay.
So it's going to advance 8 automatically.
Sure. In your face.
So it's 22 inches is the total range.
Mm-hmm.
No Dark Reaper sneakies can see me.
Yet.
Yet. I'll take yet. This thing can only move 10 inches now.
Yay!
But it only has to move a tiny bit to be in range with its Dark Lancers anyway, blasters anyway. It doesn't really want to get too much closer to those Shadow Spectres, who are going to be in range anyway. So...
Was that 18?
Yeah, you can bang on 18. I can see him. 36, 36, 36, 36. I actually think I want to get a little bit closer. If I can close that gap, I actually stand a chance of shooting one of them down.
One of what down?
One of the planes.
Really?
Well, if I can negate Alaitoc, so that'll at least give me a vague chance of shooting one of them down.
Cool.
And I'm not going to win by hanging around at the back here. So that's cool.
Oh yeah, you got to come forward. At least they're all assault on yours, so you don't have to worry about that. If I move, I get the -1 from moving, but if I stay still, I'm -1 because they're out of range. I like it. Dark Eldar do a lot of things differently.
That is true.
Which is a nice place to be.
Take the penalty there, I can advance, I suppose. Yeah, okay. I'll advance with the Witch Raider. 6.
Ah, that's the witches?
Yep.
Cool. Probably should have gone after that instead of just the random brain.
Okay, so I think that's all the movement done.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go to the shooting phase now.
Mm-hmm.
The witches are going to shoot their splinter pistols out of the top of that radar at the rangers.
Okay. So still neg 1 to hit.
Yep, so Succubus is hitting on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the squad are hitting on 4s.
Mm-hmm. So they get 2 shots each.
There's 8 of them.
Oh, 8 of them. It's a raid at the...
So 2 wounds?
Yep.
Poison?
No negs.
3 up.
3 up. 1 dice.
Oh, cool. I'll take that.
Yeah.
The Dark Lance fires -1 because it advanced.
Correct.
I will take that at the Wave Serpent.
So it's -1 because the wave serpent.
Oh, actually, in that case, you're right. I'll do it at him.
Alright. So 4s.
Hits. Wounds.
5+ in bowl.
Yep. This one firing at this.
Yes. Yes.
Dark Lance.
Shoot at the Warwalker.
Misses. 2 blasters. Hits.
Yep.
2 blasters. Wounds.
Yep. 5+. No.
2 blasters. Blow it up.
Yes. It doesn't matter if it explodes or not.
Less shuriken coming at me, the better.
It's true.
Triple Dark Lance from the Ravager at the Wave Serpent.
Yep.
5s.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Cool.
The infantry got nothing.
Oh yeah, because it was over 12. Yeah.
Yep.
Treat.
Okay, so I'll start with this No, I'll do this Ravager first at the Hemlock.
Mm-hmm.
Just the -1 for airborne.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Winning on 3s.
Trees.
1.
Yes. Neg 4.
Yep.
So
Nothing.
goes through.
3 damage.
I can roll 6s too.
2 damage. Alright, so the closest venom. The venom itself is going to fire at the Legion of Reapers.
Which one?
This venom here.
Yep.
The infantry inside are going to fire their splinter rifles at the same target, and the blaster at the Hemlock.
Sure.
And it should be within 24 for the rifles.
Oh yeah,
though.
within 24.
So I'll just chuck them all together because I'm not going to kill 5 Dark Reapers with just one thing.
Or maybe you will.
Not in cover.
Hang on. So
they're going to miss. That's going to miss.
Yep. 4s.
1, because my splinter weapons don't like me.
2+.
And the blaster.
Woo!
Hits.
Yep. Nice.
Blaster wounds.
Yep.
Blaster
no save.
does 4 damage.
Not bad. Yep.
Second venom, I'm basically going to repeat the same thing.
Sure.
So 10 poison shots between the unit and the venom. And they're going to miss abysmally. But we're going to get 2 wounds this time instead of 1.
You killed 1.
Oh, that was a pleasant surprise. And the blaster misses. That's irritating. You know what? I'm going to fire the Incubi's Dark Lance at the Hemlock. So it's -1 because it advanced. So it's only 5s, but...
What else are you going to shoot it at?
Misses?
Yep.
Okay, this one's within 12 of him. So he's going to fire...
Stupid noses.
Yeah. He's going to... Like, we're going to try and seal the deal. We're going to fire all 3 of them.
You gotta.
Yeah.
Gotta.
1 hit.
Because that's what's going to happen.
1 wound,
You got through at least.
6 damage.
That hurts.
That's what we want. Oh,
I'm still alive.
really annoying. It's got literally 1 wound left, doesn't it?
I think it's...
Or does it only have 10
no,
wounds?
I think it's... No, it's got... Actually, it might have 11. I'm pretty sure it's got 12.
My gut feeling is it's 12 as well.
I don't think it's 13. The Wave Serpent's got
Wave
13.
Serpent's 13.
Emma's got 12, yeah.
Okay. Well,
It's on its last thing.
I'm going to try something a little bit short before I compare, waste anything else. I got 2 Archons in the Incubi Raider, so I'm going to fire 2 Splinter Pistols at it.
Okay.
If I'm fishing for 6s, I might as well fish for them. I get 1 hit.
Yep.
Oh, that would have been nice. Ping it out the sky.
That would have been funny.
Okay.
You can re-roll it. You got CP.
Yeah, no. I should have rolled for the Ether Sail used to see if... Oh, he's not on the table, so I can't use it.
That's why I like the...
Okay, I'm going to fire the single Dark Lance first at it.
Yep.
From the Raider. Hits.
Probably should have lightning
Wounds.
reflexed it. Nah, that's going to do it.
2 damage.
Ooh, double 6s! No.
No.
Yeah, probably should have
Explodes.
lightning reflexed it.
Ooh.
Whoa, sorry. In hindsight.
Does it explode though, is the question? No.
Yeah, that was silly of me.
So, the squad in the Raider now, both their blasters are in under the 12. There?
Don't you have to declare that at the same time?
Well, no, it's a separate unit.
Pretty sure shooting out at the vehicle.
I haven't fired anything at the vehicle yet.
No, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but I'm just asking the question.
No, because it's a separate unit. It'd be like having your Harlequins having to shoot and declare their targets when they're embarked on a Starweaver. Same thing.
Okay.
So they're not in half range of the Reapers though. So we're going to fire the 2 blasters at the Crimson Hunter and then the 8 Splinter Rifles into the Reapers.
Okay.
2 hits.
Yep.
2 wounds. And it's going to take 8 damage.
Ouch.
Splinter Rifles. Those are still missing because I'm out of 12. 3 wounds though. Yeah, kill another one.
Yep.
Nasty little bastard things.
Probably taken on the Exarch.
Shot. Both units have shot. Unit shot, and the vehicle shot. That's the same. Okay, the Witch Raider is now going to charge the Rangers. Overwatch. Nothing. Huh. Now. 8 inches. Let me go like that. So, the Raider, this one's undamaged, so it's got 3 attacks. Because it's Dark Eldar, it's hitting on 4s. It's only 1 attack with a shock prow, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to bring the others. I'll make with its blade veins, I think. Oh no, wound on 2s with no AP, or wound on 3s with neg 1. That's actually an interesting conundrum. I think it works out to be better to wound you more.
Yeah. Oh, they're like 5+ cover. So, I mean 5+ saves. So, yeah.
New book, I can't even find the... Here we go. The armory section. I don't need the D3 damage on the shock prow. I actually think I'm going to just use my standard strength.
Okay.
So 4s.
Yep.
And 2s.
Just so no AP.
Just no AP.
Cool.
And then I'm going to pile in
Mhm.
and tag all 3 units.
Okay.
So they all will get to fight, but
It's within one of another unit in combat, isn't it?
Yep. I think you need about 5 or 6 of them fighting.
Yeah. I don't think.
So 5.
Yep.
Yep.
Stupid models. We'll go them first. So 3s. Toughness 5.
5.
So 5s. 1 wound. Yep.
And feel no pain. Oh no, sorry, this is the witch one. Doesn't get feel no pain. Takes
3.
1 damage.
Yep. 3 from the rangers.
1 hit.
Nope. And 2 from the Farseer.
Yep.
2 hits.
You should be hitting on 2s from memory.
And I'll win on 2s as well.
Does that work against vehicles?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of them, that's D3 from memory, isn't it?
Yep. So 2.
He's taken 3 damage in total.
Okay. That's not bad. Okay, so you can go back and sit in the corner.
Those Incubi are going to be awkward.
Sorry?
The Incubi are proving awkward.
Yeah. I'm going to have to see the nose though.
Yeah.
These guys all pretty much can. Once I start moving, obviously. The front squad will need to. It's this stupid wall.
I was going to say, I think you're actually going to struggle.
Yeah. It's because of this.
Well, it's also because the nose of the raider is in line with that. I mean, obviously, Tempest can fire.
Yeah, but.
It's probably not going to stop an undamaged raider.
No. Okay. Seven wins to do that. We'll start over here first. So these guys will fall back.
Yep.
These dudes will just fly.
Well, they still fall back.
Yeah, fall back but fly. So they can still shoot but not charge. But I'm not going to be charging them. So
No.
Even on 30 single bases, these things just aren't stable, are they?
the Guardian's getting out now.
Yeah. Should be able to kill the raider.
I'd hope so.
And there's just 10 witches inside, 8 witches inside.
8 witches and a succubus.
And the succubus. Alright. So I'll probably kill the raider, kill the succubus. Kill the raider, kill the witches, and then the succubus. And probably kill them all.
Murder them all, yeah.
Good times. Good times. Alright. So that's and the wave serpent will. Now if I advance, do I have to move the full distance?
No.
Okay, good.
Because obviously you just shorten your normal move.
Yeah. So I'll advance to like there. Put pressure on that, but I can help with the witches if need be. Now over here. Guardians will get back out. Just moving down. That'll at least get some shots.
I'm just going to shuffle the screen a little bit. That's going to still show off the important parts of my raiders down up here, but it's probably more important to see what's going on down in that corner because I put a bit of pressure on you with the raider there.
Yeah, a little bit. Do I even have shots there?
Yep.
From these guys?
You've got to the Exarch and 1. Oh no.
So if I'm moving back to what there?
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't think conceal's going to really be needed. So you can just smite. So you got guide. Yeah, guide will be useful. And fortune. What am I going to throw it on? Nothing. That'll do. Okay. I'm probably going to get charged by the incubi though, which is not ideal, but
Good to see what they do. Which should be chew through most of that infantry section right there.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
Psychic.
Psychic, yes. Let's see if I can actually cast some spells this time. Port one, that'll cast Boom. Yes. And Smite. Are we playing duplicate smites?
I assume
Stack.
so, but we can avoid it. It's a beta rule. So
I don't really care either way.
I will ignore it for today then.
Alright, Smite.
Goes off, but at peril.
Yeah, no, I'll take that, because I'm saving perils on a 2.
Yeah, well, you're saving the mortal wounds on it too, yeah.
So I'll take, it does D6.
Yep.
I'll reroll that. Why not? For 4. That's better.
Okay, so it's taken 7 wounds in total.
7 in total. Did I damage it?
Yeah, it had 3. It already
Oh
taken
yeah,
3.
from combat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now you're going to take D3.
I'll take D3.
2.
And 2 plus save. Ah, yes, double 6s. So that's him done. And that's doomed. Not that it really matters anymore. But whatevs. Over here, I'll guide the 5. Yep, just. And I will smite. Yep.
D3.
Take 3. Yep. And the Spirit Seer will smite as well. Yep.
No. Oh, yeah, just.
Cast on 5. Another 1!
Got 6 remaining.
Kill. I might as well shoot the 5 Reapers at. Yeah. 4 Reapers will shoot there, and the Tempest will shoot there.
With damage venom.
Yep.
Cool.
So 4 Reapers. It's toughness 5.
5. So still 3 to wound.
Am I better going? Yeah, I'll go double shot then. 'Cause that's 4s to wound.
Yep.
Strength 5. With guide. Nope.
4s to wound.
Yay, guide. That's better.
6.
6 at -2.
5s.
You say
So
2.
4 go through.
So they go to. Yep.
And 2 more.
Is that
2 damage each.
2 damage each? Yeah.
So it's going to take 8 damage and destroy itself.
Mm-hmm.
Does not explode.
Cute. So the guy's inside.
Okay.
How many you got? 9.
10.
Oh, 2 characters. Yep.
So, how many of them actually die though?
All of them. Just 10 ones.
9, 10.
10 ones. Two
Two
ones.
incubi.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's convenient because I only brought 6 to the table anyway.
And then the Tempest at the Venom. Guide.
5s to wound.
4. Sometimes your
There we
invulnerables
go.
work, sometimes they don't. Oh, did it only take 2 before?
Yeah.
Oh, you count down.
Yeah. So, disembarking these guys.
Mm-hmm. I'll fire and fade them as well.
Oh, she's a succubus. I was wondering why I had too many models there. So, which is the squad that did that? That back
At
unit there?
5. And I'll fire and fade them.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get to see if I get that command point because my Archon will be on the table at the time you do that.
2. Actually, is it 2? No,
No.
double ones.
Doesn't matter.
Well, it matters for me. I think it's 2.
Yeah, fire and fade I think is 1. Lightning reflexes I think is the 2 that you're thinking of.
Lightning reflexes is 2. Fire and fade is 1.
I only roll 1 dice per stratagem anyway.
Oh, do ya?
That was it's 1 dice per stratagem.
So it's not points spent.
No.
No.
Which is an important one to
Yeah, very.
to know.
Oh shit, dog.
Literally go right at the front there. Have our 2+ armor save.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. There's 2 of them, isn't there?
2 Archons.
At least my last Reapers can see them now. So 2 Archons there.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
He'll go right there. So there's 2 Archons, 5 Incubi and a Clavex.
Cute.
A nice little ball of murder death.
Sure is. Okay. Well, the plane will shoot that down.
Ravager.
So it's at -2 because it's moved and damaged.
Yeah, it's still in its second
But not
bracket.
damaged enough. So Bright Lance. One hit. Yep.
5 up. Yep.
Pulse Laser. One
Hits.
hit.
Wounds. Takes. Go for it.
3.
Oh, of course,
That's
the
straight
flat 3.
through. Yeah.
So it will have, I believe, it will
So
have
that's
8
not
remaining.
Blackheart.
Oh, of course it is.
Can't remember what is and what isn't.
It's literally just that thing that isn't the Raider with the Witches.
Cool.
Just going to see how many wounds it starts with because it takes
I'm
3.
pretty it's 8 or 10. 8 or 10 or 11.
Ravager's 10. So it's got 7 remaining.
So it's the same as a Raider.
Yeah, it's just a little bit tougher with extra guns. So yeah, 7 remaining.
Alright. So these will just kill off the Incubi, I think. So 2. Actually, I don't think they'll be in range, but they will.
Yeah, at least the front couple should be.
That's nice.
How many?
8. I'll just double check these back ones. I think that's in. Yep. Now, do I have to have line of sight to the unit I'm shooting at? The model I'm shooting
No,
at?
you just have to have line of sight to the unit and in range. But obviously, if you can't,
Yeah, I can. I can see them all. So 8. So they'll shoot first because...
I am going to at that point consider a command thingy. So give me
That's
1
fine.
sec to read it.
No problems. What, like Meg 1 to hit?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, so 2 points
Mhm.
for lightning reflexes, -1 to hit.
Do you get one back?
And do I get it back? No, I don't.
So 4s. Should have guided them. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, you say 2 hits.
Not great. It's more the Bright Lancers that are probably coming their way in a moment as well.
I don't know.
Toughness 3, so 3 to wound. No Rens, which is the important part.
Were they 3+ saves?
Well, yeah, so now
So
two
two?
pluses.
Yeah, so 6.
All saved.
Nice. Alright. And I will just drop Reapers on them as well.
X-Arc as well.
Yeah. I gotta kill them.
Don't blame you.
I gotta kill as many as I can. So 2 shots from the Reapers. Yep.
Yep, 3's to wound.
So 3.
Need
Neg
2,
so 4s.
Oh,
No, one gets through.
Feel no pain.
Yeah,
Dice.
2 damage anyway.
Oh, yeah.
but it's all good. And the Tempest.
This is the bad one.
Nah, only 6 shots.
Three hits. Loving those 2s. 3's to wound. These are still need 2, aren't they?
Yeah.
1 save. Dice.
Well, that's not ideal.
Half the squad dead.
I will have to shoot the Bright Lancers. Farseer will shoot.
Shuriken pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Spirit Seer will shoot. Do they even have a Spirit shooting pistol? No.
Doesn't wound. Double catapult and Bright Lancers. Or can your Bright Lancers see other things? Oh yeah, they can see the tips of sails.
Yeah, I'll double catapult them and just Bright Lance. The
Ravager or Raider?
you can see the wounded one in front of me.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just shoot that one.
Cool.
Alright, so...
Catapults.
It's twin-linked catapults.
There's
so
4 shots.
Yeah.
Yep.
I never get to shoot them. 1.
Dave's.
Cool. And 2 bright lances.
Apparently not.
Derp.
What's the leadership on the incubi? Leadership 9. I've lost 4, so might lose another one.
Maybe. 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 Alright, over here. It's got 3 wounds left. It's doomed. 8 witches and a succubus inside.
Sorry, you're right. I'm counting them 2 different ways. So it's got 3 remaining.
That's fine.
That's got 2 remaining, that's got 7 remaining. That's
Yep.
now consistent.
Okay. What's that one at the back? That's taken 3?
3 remaining.
3 remaining. Cool. Oh yeah, because I
You pounded the hell out of it.
Strength 6, goodness. Alright, I will shoot triple cannon at it,
Okay.
first and foremost. So
3.
2 normal saves and an invul.
Nope.
Ooh.
Hold
Oh,
on. That's dead.
that's it, isn't it?
Yep.
Sweet.
Now explode for me. Explode for me. Yay!
Maybe not.
That's amazing.
That's alright.
Okay, I'll see what the explosion does.
D3.
I just want to see the range more than anything.
It'll be enough for everything. I
It's a
think.
6-inch blast radius.
6 inch? 3 would have done it anyway.
That does D3 mortal wounds to each unit.
Yep, alright, so wave turn.
It's going to take 2.
Mhm.
The Guardians, 3 die.
Mhm.
Farsia takes 2. He's going to take 2
Yep.
damage. The Rangers, 2 die. And the Shadow Spectres, 3 die.
That hurts.
And then my girls inside, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Succubus. None of them die. Legendary.
Sigh. Where are you putting him?
Doesn't really matter at this moment because they're probably all going to die anyway.
Which one's the succubus?
This one.
Okay. Cute.
And then the radar explodes. Good radio, you killed more in exploding than you did in...
Sure did. Yeah, I was like, I'll stack it up. Gotta hope. Hope it doesn't. I mean, you can't really dodge a 6-inch explosion.
No,
here.
exactly.
They will all flame though.
Yep. So 5 of them?
Yeah. It should have been 8. Oh, jeez.
3, 6,
11.
11. Okay.
Not great. 5, 10, 11. 3s. And then you get your... So you get 9
Sixes and
wounds.
sixes.
And then 6s and 6s.
9, you say?
9!
6s.
Ooh.
Still the whole squad dead. Oh no, we're going to have
One
one
is.
alive.
Well, that'll keep your succubus from, like,
Uh,
copping shit.
Hecatrix can stay.
Cool.
I wonder if the Hecatrix has more than 1 wound.
Probably.
Well, if she does, that means I can leave another model there, that's all. Not that it's going to make too much of a difference with Shuriken.
She should have 2 wounds.
Nope.
Just
Hecatrix
one?
is 1.
Oh. Pistol at it. Come on, pistol. Yeah, hits.
Wounds.
Oh, red. Not
That matters. 6s and 6s.
Oh my gosh.
Jonathan!
Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I just shoot.
Actually, you couldn't have even fired the faster anyway. You fell back.
He's got fly.
Oh, of course, yes, Falchi's wing. You did tell me that, and I forgot. So you're about to gun her down with 7 guardians.
Succubus is like, your sacrifice is most appreciated. That was not a hit.
3s.
5.
Come on, live.
5 6s followed by. Yeah, no.
You did your job, girls.
He did.
You delivered the mistress, and that's all that matters at this moment.
So you got 5 attacks?
She got the +1 attack combat drug.
So 5.
So I think she's 5 base.
I don't think she's 5 base. I think she's 4 base.
Which is ridiculous because Homunculus are 5 base. Yeah, Succubus is only 4.
Yeah. Yeah, but Homunculus can't take freaking amazing weapons.
Well, I don't know about that. Some of the weapons are pretty freaking good.
Not that good.
Well, not as good as the Bloodglaive, no.
All right.
So I've got a few leadership tests to take.
That's my shooting.
Unless you're charging me with anything.
Yeah, I will. I'll charge with the Wave Serpent, actually.
Well, the Incubi have no guns. Unless you're going to try and get the... Can you get in the Archon there as well?
Oh, no, you got no space for it.
Where's the Archon?
There. I'm not going to get in there.
Nah.
So it's just going to be the Incubi.
At least makes it a bit more interesting.
The Incubi 3 inches up. So your charge range is going to need to be like a 4 or something.
Is it?
Well, you're 2 inches away? Yeah, easy. Cool. You going to charge anywhere else?
Nah.
Alright, fight.
Hang on. No. Oh. No, that's strength 6. Yeah, no. I'll just try and tie up here. They can't fall back and charge,
I've
can
got
they?
a stratagem that lets me do it.
Yeah. But you have to at least spend CP.
Spend CP, yeah. Okay, go for it then. You get to fight first.
Yeah, well, 6s?
Yep.
3 attacks?
Or is it 5s for a wave serpent?
Nah, I think it's 6s. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure. They're not renowned for their battle prowess.
No, I mean the Dark Eldar and the Harlequin ones hit because they've got open plan living.
Yeah, and they've got spiky bits, so makes a lot more sense to.
I just feel like Eldar should be doing it better because they're Eldar.
Yeah, no, 6s.
1 hit.
Like 2s?
1 wound.
Strength 6, yeah.
Saves.
Cool.
So there's how many Incubi left now that I pile in?
4?
4. So
Okay, so it's the Quavex. Jesus Christ. They have added attacks to Incubi.
Yeah, 3 base.
3 base.
But they're only like strength 4 or 5, aren't they?
And 4 for the Quavex.
Because they lost their demi-clave
Yeah.
option.
If the Clavex wounds on 6s though, it's 2 damage rather than 1. Oh, add 2 to the damage characteristic. So they're actually 3 damage on 6s, which is pretty nasty. So they're going to be... We're about around 2, so no, we're not getting that yet. But we are re-rolling 1s, or does the Archon only give that to Cabal now? Because the Incubi obviously aren't Cabal.
Oh, yeah.
Friendly Cabal,
Yeah.
so they're not getting the re-rolls. That's interesting.
Drazy give them a 2.
Yeah. So 3s for the Clavex.
Nope.
And his friends. And strength 4, so 5s.
Yep.
So 2 of them at neg 3.
Mhm.
And they're just 1 damage each.
Takes 2.
Okay, so leadership. The Incubi on a 6 will lose a model. They lose a model. You can go. You're easy to get to. The Rangers lost 2 this turn. They can't fail. Shadow Spectres lost 3 this turn but can't fail.
The Guardians lost 3 this turn and can fail. But they don't.
The switches are all dead, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So so I think that ends your turn too.
That is.
Cool. What's the power called? Something like cruel deception. Yeah, there it is, cruel deception. Although it loses my last 2 command points to do it. And
Decisions.
well, I really wanted onslaught.
Decisions.
Which is when every time the incubi hits with a 6, you get 2 extra hits.
Yeah, that's nice.
But no, I'll have to use cruel deception to pull them out of combat.
Okay.
Do I get the command point back? Nope. So it lets them fall back and still shoot and charge.
Yeah. Murder something.
So we're going to go. Like that. We're going to have to tuck in a bit further back to be completely legal.
Yeah.
It's
funny, if I thought about it a bit more, I could have moved the Reapers back a bit and then really got the Wave Serpent in, but I wasn't thinking about charging them with a Wave Serpent or anything like that.
Oh dear. Okay, so this Archon's going to move up to here. He actually should be up there, but he can't stand there, so he's going to move to there. He can stay there because we can keep. Oh no, we want to keep shooting the plane. We're still in our top damage bracket. So if I measure from the center of the sail, that gets me within 12. Okay, he's on 7 wounds remaining. Now, 3 wounds remaining means I only move 10, and I've got to get within 12, so I need 22 inches, which is easy done. So I've got to get to...
For blasters and stuff.
Just to negate that neg 1 of yours.
Oh, yeah, sure.
At the moment, I'm just trying to figure out how to kill these bastard serpents. Don't need to get too close, but I just need to get close enough. Who is she going to try and murder? These are 5d6 auto hits, aren't they? That's not the best place to be.
Still get 3+ involved.
Yeah, look, and 6+, but 3d6 is going to be 18 hits.
5d6.
Probably, well, winning on 3s, so it's 12 wounds. Saving 2/3 of them is 4 wounds. I might get in there with 1 or 2 wounds left. That's a big if. The second you roll above average, she dies.
But if you roll above average, then she gets in, no worries.
Well, I'm going to move her to... keep your options. I decide what I'm going to charge in a minute when I figured out what I'm going to do.
Decisions. Yeah. Losing 3 of them to the explosion wasn't great.
No, it helped me immensely, because charging 8 just would have been enough.
Charging 8 would have just been like,
No,
nah,
we're good.
not even going to bother. So you could have moved out to 9 inches and then had you crack at your reroll.
Yeah, look, I was thinking about that as well just now, but I think I'm better off accepting the fact they're going to be annoying for at least another turn and trying to do some harm and the other stuff that's there.
Fair.
I don't know if that's the right call, but it feels like it is at the moment.
It's fair.
So we're going to go for the full 14. This Ravager can't see anything at the moment. So I'm going to do the same. Now, these Venoms though, with a 16-inch move, see some Guardians over there. And I don't think this one's going to be in a position to shoot anything. I suppose if we end up there and we've got 20... Oh, we shoot Guardians.
Moved. All of them have moved. So Psychic phase, nothing. Shooting phase.
I'm assuming she has succubus has grenades. It's a big assumption.
I don't know, actually. I know she's definitely got a splinter pistol. I don't think she does have grenades.
No, she doesn't. Oh, okay. I'll fire her splinter pistol at the Lone Ranger.
Next one to hit.
4 hits.
Yeah.
Poison, wounds.
Uh-huh.
So you're getting your 3 up armor, though. Because you are still in cover and you are still a ranger. I was hoping to cap him just to...
It was a fair crack.
Okay, so... This raider...
Yep.
The Dark Lance will go there.
Mm-hmm.
Then the... Oh, no, it's gonna. I can declare it all now because it's not going to change. So the 2 blasters and the Dark Lance are going to go there.
Mm-hmm.
And the 8 splinter rifle shots are going to go into the ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Blasters and Dark Lance are all the same profile. So 3 hits.
Hang on. Are you inside 12? Yeah. All right.
That's why I moved there.
Yeah. That's fine.
3s. 3 wounds. And then we reduce these by 1 each.
This takes what, 10?
10 in total.
Cool.
So it's not going to die.
Okay.
Which means he's actually got a 3, not a 2. I'm going to count down.
And this has 4 left. And this has 10.
11.
11. Cool.
And now the splinter rifles.
Yep.
The ranger.
Yep. Neg 2.
So we're only hitting on 5s.
And we don't wound. Okay, so...
I need to blow it up.
You have
A lot of Dark Lances.
7 more Dark Lances?
Plus blasters, yeah. There's a lot of shots coming. Okay, I'll go this Ravager next. At the Wave Serpent.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Nope.
Yay for advance.
We'll go this one next. Same
Yep.
thing. So 2 hits. 2 wounds.
That will do it.
And then it does, well, 2
2
damage. Does it explode?
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Okay. Oh.
Sorry.
So, got these 3 vehicles to go. So, the Raider will fire its single Dark Lance at that Ranger.
Neck 2.
No. I'll fire both blasters. I think they'll be in range of him. Yep.
What is it, 24?
18.
That was out of 18.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, sorry, I was 16.
Yeah. 5s. No. And the splinter rifles.
At him as well?
Yeah, because I didn't declare it, so the whole unit's having to
Oh,
fire.
yeah, true.
Should have said it before I rolled the dice. Oh, we've got a couple hits. 3 saves of 3+.
No, dead.
Finally.
Only just.
I know. Trust me, I know. So, the Venom is in range there.
Everyone is.
Of the
The
Guardians.
Guardians.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're going to fire everyone, the crew and the vehicle itself.
Yep.
I will fire the crew, the infantry first, because if you take them out the front, then the blaster and the rifle start getting out of close to range.
Sure.
So blaster misses. Oh no, hits.
No, just neck 1, yeah.
Kills one. Splinter rifles from the squad inside. 3 hits. 3 wounds. No AP.
Mm-hmm.
The cannons on the top of the vehicle. 3 hits out of 6. Because the 3s will miss because of Alaitoc. 1 more save. Now, I'm reasonably confident. Out of range. So it's just the cannons on the top one. Two saves.
Nice.
How many did I kill out of that?
5.
Leadership 7. Yeah, good chance. Okay.
Should run.
So, the Ravager over there is going to fire at the Crimson Hunter.
I'll neg 1 to hit it.
5s.
Do you want to roll your...
Yep.
blank?
2 hits. And I don't get a CP.
Yep. 3s.
3s. 2
Yep.
wounds, neg 4.
That's going to do it.
Take 6 damage.
Does it explode?
Oh, yeah.
Good Ravager.
Yeah.
I will fire both the Archon's pistols at the Dark Reapers.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Splinter?
2 hits. Nothing.
Oh, I rerolled ones, yeah.
Yeah, reroll. They're in each other's auras. Why not?
Well,
Hey, buddy,
they benefit
good
from
job.
their own, don't
Yeah, I
they?
know, but I like the idea of them patting each other back.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Try again. As better.
Do better.
Just
So, fired. She shot as well.
Yep.
Charges.
Mm.
We will have several.
Where do you want to start?
I feel like I might even risk it.
Do it. You break them, you've pretty much got the game anyway, but you break them, you're a long way to...
Yeah, right. You know what? I will charge the Farseer at the same time, because at this point, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Fair. All right.
And then I'll do those charges over there in a second.
Yeah, that's probably going to keep you alive.
6, 10, 15. This is the make or break now.
Nah, I think you've got this game. It's all good.
Well, there's
Yeah,
lots of
that's-
1s and 2s there.
Not going to cut it. 7.
I actually didn't expect to live through this Overwatch.
Oh, the pistol hits and wounds, so 8 wounds.
8 in total.
1, 2.
2.
Cool.
Just on 3 remaining.
And her charge range is 7. Yeah, fine. Which is fine.
Awesome.
Over here. So... 2 damage. Okay. So, the first Archon, this one here. Oh, hang on. I'm really worried about those Reapers on Overwatch.
6 to hit.
With guide, though. Oh, no, they're dead.
No, the guy.
Oh, they got in there, didn't they? Okay, I will charge the... I'll charge this Archon into the Spirit Seer and the squad.
So he'd like... Just jumping over the dude,
I'll
or...
move around them if necessary, but I'm going to declare
And, like,
both.
But...
Well, 3 inches up,
yeah.
so I'm actually meant to be there.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3 inches down.
But you can't go through your own model.
No, I'm going to have to go around him. So it's going to go 1,
But
2, 5 to get to there,
okay.
to get within 1. Remember, I don't have to get them base to base.
All right.
Or do
Yeah,
you want me to charge them
it
first?
No, it doesn't really matter. I'd like you to charge them first. That'd
Okay,
be great.
well, no. I'll charge them by first, and I'll declare both targets,
It's
and I'll
alright.
charge both.
It's cool.
Well, I'm getting rerolls anyway, so go for it. Incubi will go first.
Yeah, I just don't know.
No, Incubi will go first.
All right. So double shot, nip, and tempest. That's.
You roll a double 1.
I'd rolled a double one.
One
Cool,
hit.
1 hit. And
Doesn't wound.
awesome.
And the Spirit Seer's pistol.
No.
Hits. Doesn't wound. Incubi. Get a 7.
Yep.
So, maybe I'll go around there, through the terrain. Go like that. So, now I'm going to declare some long charges. Because...
You have to stay in coherency though, don't you?
Yeah, I'm within 2. Your bases are 1 inch. I've got these 2 here.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll move
It
him,
doesn't matter.
move him around that way and move him there.
Shred.
I'll declare some long charges now. This Archon against them.
Can I see him?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I can't see because there's a giant building in the way. I reckon you've got a couple that'll overwatch.
Yeah, not really. No.
No?
No.
I've got reroll charges
Oh yeah,
because it's... I'm going to reroll the 5. I think I'm going to need about a 9.
no.
Or a 10?
Plus down. Yeah. Just roll it and see. Yeah, that'll do it. I think 10 and 11 is like easy in, just straight in the front?
Yep,
or
that's fine. I'll take what I can get there.
10 or 11 is easy in. Anything else was like,
So
we'll work it.
he's going to need... No, he's not going to be able to do that. So he will... He's going to need a decent charge to even get there. So I'll try. I'll try and go around and get the incubi, because I can't go towards the front. I'll reroll that. No. So he's going to stand there.
So what, he's going around, down,
Yeah.
and back? Yeah, that
I was going to need a big charge for that.
was a long one.
But there's no harm because they're all locked up anyway.
Exactly.
Then I will not charge with anything else.
Cool.
I will now stab you with the Archon at the
Sure
Guardians. Oh, actually, no, you know what? I'm going to do her first. Because then you can't interrupt me and I still get to fight with her.
Yeah.
So she's 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Who are you hitting?
The
Spectres?
Spectres. Are they -1 in combat as well, or is it just... Okay.
Yeah. So 3 hits. And
Because I don't get that yet.
no. What's that?
+1 to hit. Power from pain as it stacks.
Yeah.
The Archons are at that,
Yeah.
but because she's
Oh,
a
yeah,
different cult.
Yeah.
2s. So 2 at neg 3.
So 6s. Not bad. I was expecting that to be a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, I didn't miss anything.
No.
Are you spending command points, or am I going to keep going?
No.
All right.
Carry on, sir.
Yeah, see, the Archon's 5 attacks, but Drahazar and Lilith are only 4 as well. It's a bit weird. So the Archon versus the Guardians.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, rolling 1s.
Yep.
And
Strength
Huskblade is strength
5.
4.
4. Still 3.
3 +1.
Yeah. Ooh.
1.
Reroll that one.
2 at neg 2.
Okay. Watch my Guardians break his well,
Probably. I'm terrible with these things.
And
The reason I never took them.
which now?
Incubi.
Yep.
So
So
they're going to go... I've got 3 left.
3 left. Yep.
6, 4... No, I'm going to go all on the Reapers. Not going to take the chance after what my dice have been doing.
Okay.
2 normal Incubi. Winning on 3s. So 3 at neg 3.
2 die.
And then the Clavex.
Mhm.
2 hits. Oh no, weapon's got 2+ on the Clavex. So that one hits as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Whew. Nice. Yep.
Strength 4. So 3 wounds at neg 3.
Yep.
And then they will... The 2 will consolidate in here.
Mhm.
That's all my charges done.
Okay. You got no other attacks, do you? So I just
yep.
go.
What, go for it.
So these guys will jump in. Get 5 attacks there with the
Yep, with the
Exarch.
Exarch.
You don't have neg 1s or anything?
Nope.
1 wound.
Saves.
It's all involves now. 2 from the Farseer.
Yep.
I don't think he hits on 2s.
I think he does.
I think he does actually. You're
Yeah.
right.
And 2 wounds. These are the scary ones.
No, he's just D3.
There we go.
Still got to get through your save.
That's true.
Once I'm through that. Alright, 8 Guardians.
Can you pop the spirit against Shadowfield?
Gonna happen.
And wounding on 4s.
1, 2. Roll 1 at a time. Ooh! Oh!
And the... Is it a Warlock over there?
Spirits here.
Spirits here?
2 attacks as well.
1 hits.
I don't know what they're... Because I don't have a Witchblade.
I know they wound on
Kind of
2s.
like a Witchblade.
Still wounds on 2s though.
D2 as well.
Of course not.
Yep.
That is the end of my combat phase for turn 2.
Hmm.
Your turn 3.
Guardians.
Oh, of course.
Fine.
Leadership.
It's 1 dice. I rolled a 2.
Shadow Spectres lost.
Hang on, no, you only killed 5, so they're both fine.
Yeah, they were fine.
Yeah. Shadow Spear just lost 1 that turn.
which is nothing.
Very last turn.
Uh,
Guardians are fine.
fine, and the Reapers are all dead.
Reapers are dead.
So yeah,
Do I fire and fade the Guardians? I think I do.
that's not a terrible option at this point. So 1 CP.
I got to do everything I can.
Do I get it back? Nope.
So that's been a big. So the fact that it's only 1 dice per
Stratagem. Yeah,
strat,
it's not that good.
he'll just fall back up the hill. That's got 11 wounds left, so that's fine. That can shoot the Ravagers on 7 left.
Yep, 7 left.
Sigh. Just those Archons are going to be. So this will fall back to like Nairish. Kill 1 Archon. Which one's your Warlord?
The one that didn't charge, the one that's fancy with his big wacky bat.
He's on a slightly larger base, so it makes him more important.
He got the helm of spite as well, so
Okay.
just to make things interesting with mortal wounds and
Hmm.
perils.
Hmm.
I'm assuming Eldred's your warlord over there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Can't move through there, can I?
No, not until you move the serpent.
No, I want to move this. That's fine. I've got Reapers in there. What are they going to do? Kill a Ravager? Probably. Get charged by a Succub Archon? Not ideal. Where do they want to go? I'm going to get charged by an Archon anyway.
Yes, they are. Try and get a little bit more of the screen in there. So that way you can see the Guardians and whatnot going on down there.
At least if they're in cover, they actually get like cover saves and junk.
I think I've still got these 2 models that you can just see on screen now.
Let's jump up there. I like the Red Grief stratagem where they can
Get back in the vehicle.
Consolidate into the vehicle, even if they've jumped out that turn.
I was hoping that was going to happen, but it was not meant to be this game. It feels like they're going to be fairly CP hungry for some of the sneaky stuff you can do. The more Cabals and Covens you choose, you're going to fall back, roll a dice.
Oh yeah. She's got the
Just witches have this built in.
she's got the no shard net or anything?
No.
Yeah, the Shadow Spectres will fall back.
3. So they get away.
Yes. But I've got to worry about the Farseer falling back.
Yeah, it feels like the more Cabals and more obsessions you take, the more CP hungry it's going to be. Because there's already a bunch of good generic ones.
It's not hard to get like 11.
No, but a lot of the good ones are 2s and 3s. And, particularly if you're burning for extra warlord traits at the start of the game or extra relics, which are both very useful because there are some good relics.
Oh, cool.
So they've moved and
They've
fallen,
just
jumped over.
there.
Yep.
Farseer will do the same.
Try and fall back. He's going nowhere.
Yep. Lucky I moved them there. I was like, I'll move them up and then I can at least shoot something if you can't fall back.
I have to go and find my old Lilith Hesperax model as well now, the old one from 3rd Ed, and I'll use her as a succubus.
Yeah.
And then I've got the metal one from 5th edition. I've got the plastic one from 7th edition.
Yeah, shard nets are going to be brutal.
The best thing is you only need one of them in the squad.
Yeah, you still need to be within 3 inches, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's within the model.
Is it by model?
Yeah.
Oh, that changes things a little bit then.
But even still, they get the Impaler with it, which isn't terrible.
No. It's more to do with how you keep them there.
Yeah. I can foresee having like the front 13 dudes and them just kind of positions at the back within 3 inches of each unit that you want to.
Just trying to like lock you there.
Yeah. All right. So they're locked in Mortal Kombat. Cool. Okay. Psychic.
I have to go looking because I can't find it right now, but it's not relevant, so I'll look at it later.
He'll just smite.
Okay, nothing going to do about it. Goes off, that's not good. It's only
Not enough,
D3.
Not enough. Come on, 3s. Oh, she's got 1 left, doesn't she?
She has 2 left.
2 left. And yep. And Doom on the Ravager.
Yep. Cool.
Over here. I'll cast Guide on the Reapers. Yep. Incubi. Fortune on the Reapers. Doesn't cast. I'll re-roll it. Yep.
Goes off.
Oh, did you want to?
No, I'm good.
I think I rolled 10 and 9 anyway. All right. Well.
It's all what your Spirit Seer does.
Ah, Spirit Seer. Smite. Yeah, Smite.
Helm of Spite. Denies it, and perils is you. Take a wound. I think there are only 4 wounds to start, aren't they? Spirit Seers, because Farseers are 5.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I know you can't kill yourself with them.
Yeah, I can't perils them to death. No, yeah, you're right.
Oh, my head!
Why does it hurt? Alright. In Russia. Smite you. Okay, so shooting. We'll start with the Guardians on the Archon, because fun.
Because they fire and faded and want to be heroes?
Yeah, pretty much. 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16. I just want to make you roll dice individually.
Yes. Actually, what's the wording on the Shadow Field now? Is it end of phase like it used to be, or have they put it back again?
What do you mean?
Well, there was a period there where you, even if you rolled the 1, you still got to keep rolling it for the whole phase, and then you lost it in the phase.
He's only
No, it's the same wording as the index. That's going to need an FAQ.
So 8. What's that mean? As soon as you fail it, it's gone?
Yeah, well, there's no clear resolution for it, because it doesn't say phase, so I'm assuming it's now 1 at a time. But I've heard someone say, you just roll them all together, and if you roll 1s, then everything else, if you roll like multiple 1s, they are the wounds, anything else is a pass. And I went, well, that doesn't make any sense, because if I fail the first one, then it affects the last ones. So 8 dice, still there.
Hey!
Feel no pain. Hey.
But it's, oh, so that,
Well, here we hit the conundrum.
what's it saying?
So I'm not taking the wound, and I've got 6 dice to go. This is the problem with the Shadow Field. Yes, that's rain, bizarrely. The first time it has failed, so I still say it's a failed
you
save.
failed the save,
Yep.
but you didn't take the wound.
So the rest of these are going to be 5s.
So now I need to,
Yeah,
anyway, it doesn't matter. So
and then
you
these are
take
6s.
3.
So I take 2 damage.
But no,
The Shadowfield's now gone.
Sweet.
And yeah, it's a funny one because he's got 3. Yeah, it needs to be clarified as to it needs to say these should be rolled 1 at a time until failed, because otherwise, people mucking about with how you roll them.
the dual cannons there, bright lamps there.
Cool.
So 2 catapults. So
Yeah, so 4 shots with them at the
2
incubi.
catapults.
2 and 3s. Nothing. Lancers. 2 hits, 3s.
1.
Nope. How much damage am I taking?
6.
Let's see how much of that I can ignore, because it is Blackheart.
Mhm.
It's going to ignore 2 of them. It's going to take 4.
So
it's
3
got
left.
3 left.
Q. Okay. It's not ideal. Here's a pistol.
The Archon.
Yeah.
It's
Wounds. Roll a 1. Yes.
always the way. I hate Shadowfields.
Yes.
I even take the wound.
So neither have a shadow field left.
No.
Brilliant.
It's one of the reasons I never use Archons. Like I had Vect at ETC a few years back. And yeah, my propensity for Vect to fail the first Shadowfield roll he made was literally 50%.
Yeah.
It's not a 1 in 6, it's a 50-50.
I'll shoot there.
The worst part about it is now you can't even re-roll it.
Yeah. Well, you never could. Like, just 1 wound.
Saves.
What am I
But you
more
know what I mean? Like
scared
I can't burn command points to roll them
of?
either.
Well,
Whereas,
that was the same in the index, though.
but I'd rather have the 3+ invulnerable all the
Oh,
time on
absolutely
the
you
succubus
would.
than a 2+ that I can only use one at a
you
time.
would.
So,
It's not even a contest.
and it's a shame because apart from the Archon, you've got no other HQ choices for the Cabal.
Okay, so we can take Drazar.
Yeah, but that, I think that says it all. Yeah, but
I don't know what I want to do. I gotta take a risk. Alright, Tempest will shoot the Archon.
okay.
4 shots into the Incubi, 2 shots into the Ravager.
So you're going two main missiles
With
at
guide.
the Ravager.
With guide.
So 2 big missiles at the Ravager, and then 4 little missiles at the
Incubi.
Incubi. Okay.
And then the Tempest at your
At the Archon. So he's obviously the closest for the
Yeah.
X-Arc?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Parked around the corner. Definitely.
Yep.
So 2 at the Ravager.
1 hit.
Guide.
1 hit. 3's to wound.
Not ideal. Oh, wounds at least.
5's to wound. 5 to save.
Cocked.
3 damage.
How many did you save?
No. So it's dead.
Does
Does
it
it explode?
explode?
Because that'd be great.
No.
That was cocked. That one's cocked. No.
That was more cocked than that one.
That was flat.
No, that was sitting on the... We'll let the viewers decide.
Oh, they're not going to be able to see anyway. It's fine.
It was cocked then. 4 shots at the Incubi. Yay, guide. I don't think it's really going to help.
The Archon has... the Quavex has 2 wounds. The next question.
That's D2 anyway.
Yeah, but if he's got
Yeah,
Fionn
same
O'Kane.
one, yeah, true.
Yeah, that's a 2 wounds.
It's 2.
So 2 damage.
That's
So 5 up.
Yep.
1. Fionn O'Kane. Oh, he dies.
1 dead.
Hey.
It's fine. And the Tempest.
4 shots. I will live with that. No, that's a shame.
My... Could still kill it, but unlikely.
So he's got 5 hits, winning on 3s. 4. He's dead.
Do you have Feel No Pains?
That's Feel No Pains.
Oh, he's got a 5+ save, doesn't
Yeah.
he? That's right.
So that's Warlord. This is why I don't like Shadowfields.
Yeah. You do fail them a lot.
I fail them constantly.
All the time.
Like, it's one of the reasons I like whenever I built an Archon, when I had the option to not take it, I didn't take it. There was the option for the clone field back in 5th edition, which was just a flat 4.
Yeah.
And I saved that more often than I saved anything else.
Alright, so 4 shots into that.
Which is doomed.
Yes.
2 hits. Why are you re-rolling those two?
They're not re-rolling. They're
Oh, they get extra shots, don't
Yeah.
they? Of course.
so 5,
Strength.
6
So 4s.
with re-rolls. So
Am I?
this edition is built for Dark Eldar. Now, anyway, that they've
The new
got.
Codex helps, yeah.
Yeah. A pistol in combat
Yes.
hits.
Hits. Saves. Charging.
No, you can take Overwatch there. Farseer will. Oh, jeez. Yeah, my Farseer will charge your 2 incubi.
I've got no Overwatch.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see at the end of this if I made the right decision.
Makes it.
Oh. No. Probably should charge the Wave Serpent in as well. Well, hitting 6s. And that's it.
Cool. Start with the Farseer then. 2 hits. 2 saves. And then you get to go first here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's like, if you fail one,
yeah, she's probably
then
going to die.
I've got a more than 50% chance.
She's going to swing there.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s.
She gets reroll 1s.
She's got an aura of reroll 1s to hit for all witch
Oh,
rolls.
does she as well?
Yeah.
Ah,
She did in the index as well.
yeah, cool.
5 hits, winning on 2s.
Yep.
5 wounds.
I got this.
You're going to take 4 damage.
Ah, whoops. That was silly.
And she'll consolidate straight into there.
Oh, let's say I get to attack now.
And then the incubi, there's only 2 left, aren't there?
I get to go first. Now you've consolidated and it's my turn to pick.
That is true. They're all going to get a fight. 5 attacks.
Oh, she's got 1 wound left.
She takes 1.
And then she kills them all.
The incubi.
Yep.
Normal incubi.
3 hits.
1 wound.
Nope. It's only 1 damage though, isn't it?
Yeah. And the character. Oh, sorry, the Codex. 3 hits.
That's pretty cool that they're hitting on 2s. I
Well,
like that.
They're all hitting on 2s now because it's turn 3.
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay, so that one is 3 damage, and that one is 1 damage.
Alright, 3 damage. Of course. Dead.
Both warlords die very unceremoniously this game, within a heartbeat of each other. My 3. Oh, they get to consolidate if they want it, don't they? But they don't, because that'll put me way too, like, it just doesn't do me any favours. So, my 3, go there. I probably want to go back to the objectives at this point.
I don't think it really matters.
Nice to have. 1, 2, 3. Where was the 4th one?
You're on it.
1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. In the middle.
Well, 36. Yep. So this venom up here will advance 4 inches. He'll stay where he is. Go there. There's 9 wounds for him up there.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
you're going to beat me in 8th ed.
I know, it's going to be a novelty for our practice games. It's good. No shadow field charging that many guns is a really poor decision.
Which one? The
That.
Guardians. They're dead.
So we're going to go up there.
Oh, dear.
Into this little gap here. See if we can't charge some Reapers.
At least they're fortunate for this turn.
That's my movement phase all done.
Mm-hmm.
Triple Darklands at 2 Guardians from this Ravager.
Yep.
It's gonna
They were in 12?
Should
Yeah.
be.
Yep.
Rolls a 1 for the first wound roll.
Yay, Guardians.
1 for the second wound one.
Oh,
This one at them,
yeah.
including the crew, everyone.
Yeah.
Darklance
Hits.
hits, wounds,
Neg
4.
Yep.
The blasters are now out of range because I
They
fired
were
them.
anyway. Oh, no, they didn't.
And then, so it's just the rifles.
You should kill it anyway.
When you do that, one saving throw. Oh, there we go.
That's all you need. The Guardians, man. Like,
Am I in range of that wave serpent? Yes, I am. Can I see that wave serpent?
yeah, you can.
Yes, I can.
Neg 1.
Nick 1. 3 hits.
That's going to hurt.
3 wounds.
Yep.
I
think it's
5 plus 4 plus 1.
10. Oh, I got 1 left. Maybe triple Darklances still do have a place.
Maybe, because I wouldn't have seen a disintegrator do that.
No, God no. Just as a, I'd still probably take disintegrators over them.
Just out of hypothetical scenario,
Oh, you wouldn't.
disintegrators.
You're not going to get anywhere near that.
I would have missed.
Yeah.
Yes.
1.
2. Yeah, literally it's 1 damage
Yeah.
compared to 10.
Yeah, but I mean, shooting disintegrators at wave serpents isn't ideal.
No.
But yeah.
I suppose it does show that there is a level of validity to the Darklance.
Yeah.
I don't know you needed,
Absolutely.
like, I packed them all because that's what they're modelled with,
Yeah,
but
Absolutely.
I don't know I needed
I'd
3,
definitely
6,
be
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them, or
I'd
whatever it was.
definitely be
50.
taking on the Raiders with disintegrator cannons would
Yeah.
be
I think so too.
the way to go.
And look, even...
One Ravager with one
e-
Ravager
even
with
one
3
Ravager.
and 2 with 3 disintegrators probably is.
I'll probably go
nice.
2 Darklances and 1 Disintegrator if you're going to go Disintegrators everywhere else.
I like spread it out.
Yeah.
Oh, so 2 with triple and then
And
double
then, yep.
Darklance and 1 disintegrator.
No. So 2 of them with triple Darklance and
Ah.
1 of them with triple Disintegrator. Because then you've got
Ah, okay.
Disintegrators everywhere else.
Yeah.
The problem with that, of course, is it concentrates all your AT fire in 2 vehicles.
Yeah.
And
But
now
they're
that
not-
split fire is not a thing, then it's not such a big deal.
Yeah.
Whereas when these were built, again, you didn't have split fire; it was an all or nothing.
Yeah, true. Well, you could always do like 2 Darklances and a disintegrator cannon on each one.
There'd be no harm in doing that. There might actually be some validity in doing
Yeah,
that.
spread it out a bit.
Single Darklance at the Guardians from the Raider.
Have to think about it before I
Splats one.
build mine, if I can find them.
Okay, so the crew inside that Venom, firing at the Guardians, blaster,
Mhm.
misses, splinter rifles, manage 1 save.
Mhm.
6, 7, 9. And the old splinter cannons, here we go. Rapid fire 3, 12 shots. Yep, that's the splinter cannons of old.
You got another one.
Oh, yep,
3, 4.
4 saves.
Still, it's going to be enough. I've got 2 Guardians left.
I don't think this can see them. No, it can't. I will fire my splinter pistol on my remaining Archon at your Spirit Seer.
Mm.
It hits. It wounds.
He's fine.
I'll fire my splinter pistol in combat with your Shadow Spectres.
Mhm.
Hits. Doesn't wound though. fired, 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 can't fire, fired, can't fire. That's all the shooting done. Combat. The Venom will charge the 2 remaining Guardians.
Nope.
9 should be enough.
Yeah, easy. Mm-hmm.
The Archon will charge the Spirit Seer. Hits. Wounds. Doesn't save. Doesn't feel no pain. But his charge move is 9 inches and more than acceptable to end up there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Incubi charge the Reapers.
They're still guided, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, because my Farseer died
Died
in my
your turn. Yeah.
Ooh, need it.
Have a try again.
1.
1 hits. Wounding on 3s.
Yep.
Wounds. -2. Feel no pain. No, he's dead.
Yay.
Just the Clavex to go
And
now.
the 11 shots. That's...
Probably a dead Clavex.
Oh, it's only 1 wound apiece.
Well, that is true.
And you still get what, 5+ saves.
So winning on 3s.
That probably should kill it.
And then feel no pain.
We rolled 666 now. Reapers live to fight another day.
Not for lack of trying.
No. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. 5 Reapers against the world.
So, I will... You've only got 1 command point left, so it doesn't matter where I start.
No.
The Archon first.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 1s. 5 hits.
3.
Wounding on 3s. 4 wounds. Invul saves.
How many damage?
D3s. 1 damage.
Still kicking.
Then my Venom against 2 Guardians.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember these being half decent in combat when I tried them last time.
They're like,
Oh, 2 attacks.
yeah, probably the same
Hitting on
as...
4s.
Yep.
Wounding on 3s because they're strength 5.
1.
And
Neg.
oh,
1,
I should, use the,
blade.
I should use the blade vein. So no, just normal armor.
Still enough. And the...
And then I'll go first for the normal combats, which is the succubus.
Yep. Yep.
Reroll 1s.
Mm-hmm. 2.
2.
Strength.
Neg 3.
Yeah. Cool. That's all your combat's
Yep,
done,
it's all my
isn't
combats.
it? 2. Oh, 3 hits back because of the...
3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Saves. And the 1 Guardian hits. Toughness 5. Nope. And Spirit Seer. This is bad. Oh, this is very bad.
Oh yeah, you only got 5+ save, don't you?
And I'm taking D3 or 2
no,
damage.
2 straight. So yeah, he's...
So
Oh,
I
you
take
saved
2
1.
damage.
Oh, can he get a 6? No.
He dies.
Oh, you're up.
Yeah.
Guardian dies from
Morale.
morale. I could auto part. No, I can't even.
And
Alright.
then your turn 4.
No, there's not much for me to do. I'll try and pull back with the 2 remaining Shadow Spectres.
Come on, hold him there. I need to roll 6.
5. Oh no, you don't get +1. They'll just...
Gonna shoot it to death.
It's only 2d6. Like, I'm running out of do, like,
She's only
shots.
got 1 wound left though.
Yeah, true. But 3+ invul. She's a beast.
Yeah, I'm actually really impressed because the succubus have just been a cheap throwaway HQ.
50 points.
Now they're
50
points and really
for
good.
4 strength 6, neg 3, d3 attacks with a 3+ invul. That can go to strength 7 or an extra attack.
I think even the basic one where they've got a 4 up and only strength 5 at neg 3, d3 are still dirt cheap for what they're doing.
Yeah, the bad, like the downside for that is the neg 1 to hit from the glaive.
Yeah, look, which you'll counteract
But-
at turn 3 anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're 2+, so so you're only going to 3+ anyway, which
Yeah.
is still fine.
And if you just take the Agonizer as the base weapon with no pistol, then you wave that around for the first 2 rounds of combat.
I like them with a shard net and impaler as well.
Yeah, that is to
55
hold things up.
points and just go, you know what, you can stay here in combat with me and
Absolutely.
I'll just cut you.
Absolutely. Very valid.
She'll go through a heavy support
a
unit
basic
by
squad,
herself.
yeah. Anything that can't really
Absolutely.
fight back. So, yeah. What are you doing with the Reapers and...
Well, the Reapers will hopefully kill this unit and then I get like a moral victory, right? I can hold my little corner and...
Well, me getting around is going to be getting interesting.
It's true.
Might have to find a different way of setting this up.
I'll just have to stop kicking them. So they can go 6.
So down 3 and then across 3, essentially.
Can I even see them? Probably not.
Tempest will. It's only got 2 wounds left.
Yeah, but I want to shoot the guys inside as well. So it should go down as well. Fuck, it should just go up here.
Well, if she smites it to death.
That's the plan.
Yeah, I hate shakers. I genuinely hate shakers.
It's fair.
I know there are games where they just will not die.
Yeah.
You'll sit there and soak fire all day long. But that doesn't happen for me. Or if it does, it's once in a blue moon.
Yeah. Alright. Shooting. We'll start over
Psychic?
here. Yeah, psychic. Smite.
Goes off. 3+.
With a reroll.
Yeah,
Needed.
if you want it.
What else am I going to spend it on, really?
Yep, fair enough. There we go. 5 guys inside.
Oh, does it explode and kill her?
Okay, that would be awesome. Oh, there was that 6 for that briefest of moments. No
Everyone's
one
fine.
dies, though.
Where do you want to put them?
I'll just grab the rest of the squad. It's funny, I've got a saying with Dark Eldar, if you're putting infantry on the table, it generally means you're losing. Because they don't get out of their vehicles unless they absolutely have to.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice way to play them.
3.
I can see, as I said, 2 really good ways to play the army. Or actually 3. Just like you've done, full mounted, turn 1 charges, or just everything in deep strike.
Yeah.
Are all very viable.
Alright.
Alright, I'll go 2 flamers here.
Yep.
And hope for the best.
7.
Should do it.
Yeah, probably.
That's not
4?
great. 4.
Well,
No.
saves. She lives to fight another day.
I'll charge her though. And then hope for the best. Yep, so they'll bomb there.
Yep.
And he'll bomb there. And actually, sorry, I'll shoot double right lance there first. I'm like hitting on 5s, funnily enough. I'm like, oh yeah, he's only got 1 wound left.
Yep.
5s. 1 wound.
1 wound. Nope. How much?
4.
3.
I've liked the 6 + on the vehicles.
Yeah. Look, it's a lot handier than you'd think.
So good.
Particularly when you've got enough vehicles, you will save some.
Absolutely. So with I'll keep. So now the Reapers will shoot, like I said.
Yep.
With it, like taking them as dedicated transports, do they have to have? Is it per detachment?
Yeah, you have to
So
put
you
them
need
in
to
a
have the-
detachment.
Yeah. But you need to have the. Like, say you're taking 6 or 7 dedicated transports. Does that mean you have to have 6 or 7 units in the Black Heart detachment, or is it army-wide?
No, it's 1 per detachment.
detachment.
It's 1 per unit per detachment.
All right, cool. But the Ravagers unlock Raiders.
Yeah. Exactly. So you could essentially have 4 Raiders in a spearhead by having 3 Ravagers and an Archon.
Yeah.
And there's no requirement in there to carry the same obsession.
they can cross. That's fine.
Which is actually really interesting because it creates some.
But
unique
that's. I mean,
combos.
it's the same as Alaitoc, like Craftworlds can transport different Craftworlds. You're not limited to, or are you?
I was just
think
thinking to
you
myself,
are,
going, "Hang on a minute, that doesn't sound right."
No, I'm going to stop myself there because I think I'm wrong.
I think it actually has Craftworld in the.
Yeah, Craftworld.
So you can't put Alaitoc infantry in a
There you
BL
go. So
but Dark Eldar can.
no, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that's it. They're a bunch of mercenaries, so
Yeah.
and
They're
pirates.
just like, this will do.
Yeah. There's
Grab it as I
there's
go
a space on
past.
here. Yeah.
All right, so
Reapers.
yeah, 4 single shots there.
Oh, the quartet of twos.
Oh,
more
just,
twos.
this is the Tempest on
Yes.
those dudes. I got
3 hits.
3 hits at least.
3 wounds. Nothing. Back 3 is fine.
I mean, yeah. If I down that, man, no, I'm still going to die. Still too much shit to take out. And the pistol there, can I see? Probably not. Sweet. And charges. Yeah, charge there.
I
And
can't see them, so you can get charge in because I can't see you. There's the double 6 that would have been nice earlier.
That would be nice with Tempest. Done it.
And they're going to charge her.
Yeah.
Splinter pistol.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. Fine.
Easy.
All right. 3 attacks to do 1 wound.
3s to hit
Yeah, we'll go there.
and 4s to wound.
1. Oh, they're dead. And 2 attacks here.
2 hits, 2s to wound.
Uh,
1 save and 1 dead. I'll take the blaster because that leaves me with a leadership 8 with a chance of hanging around.
Yep. All right. Attack back.
I think the Cyberite might be 2 attacks.
Probably.
Cyberites are 2.
Nice.
Cyberite gets 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Wounds. And he's leadership 8 and he's lost 4 friends, so he's a 50-50 whether he'll hang around. The Succubus, on the other hand,
Yeah.
reroll 1s. Does
3.
strength 6, so 3 at neg 3.
Yeah. Oh, I get 6 plus saves. But... Cool.
And her consolidate. Not that it makes too much difference.
No.
His leadership, if I roll a 5 or a 6, he runs away. Nope, he's going to hang around and fight.
Cool. Your turn.
I suppose at this point it's just going to see how many I can get, how many shots I can get on those Reapers.
Should be able to get a lot.
Move of 14. 14 and 12 is 26, isn't it?
Mm.
Which is convenient.
Mm.
Measure from his head. And then he'll go over to there. He can stay there, he can stay there, he
Yep.
can stay there. She's going to... she's going to run away from the explosions, just in case.
Don't think I'm going to have much left to explode stuff with.
Where'd she stand there? There's no harming. There's no point in going that way.
And just surviving the match.
Well, it'd be nice to have AHQ live, because I really hope I can kill you before you swing.
Carving through.
Um,
You probably will.
so the top Ravager can see the
Yeah, everything. Can see everything.
Wave Servant.
Mm-hmm.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
Yeah, it's dead.
Many, many damage. Blast radius.
Oh.
If it was a big enough.
I don't think it is anyway.
The Raider at the Reapers. 2 blasters and a Dark Lance.
Mm-hmm.
1 hit. 1 wound neg 4.
From there?
Yeah. 1 wound neg 4.
6.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Splinter rifles!
Yay! I mean, that's an extra 5 hits with a splinter rack.
Yeah. Would have been.
Not bad.
Wounds wise, you're going to be taking 5 saves. Yeah, you got one.
Probably should take him on the Exarch, but it doesn't really matter.
3 Dark Lancers, -1 to hit because of the range. From the middle Ravager, 1 hit. 1/6 plus save. Well out of range. Splinter rifles are in range. Blaster isn't. So 4 splinter rifles. 2 saves. And the cannons. 2. Get another one. I don't believe the Cyberite has a pistol. I think that'd be reaching to him for him to have.
You can take. They can take close combat
give it
weapon
to them,
and
yeah.
pistol, but you have to trade out your weapons.
Yeah, they don't come with stock. So, fired. Nothing to shoot at. No gun. Combat. I'm going to punch you twice with my Cyberite. He gets 2 hits. Gets 2 wounds. Hey! Power from pain, bitches.
Nice. Exarch.
He just failed his leadership test.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he's only lost 4 models. Leadership 9. Wow, that was not what I was expecting.
Hi everyone, so I'm Emma from Objective Secured and I'm here with Mike and Dave who have just finished today's game. And Dave was playing Craftworld Eldar, Mike you were playing Drukhari, 1750 points, 2-hour game, just 48 hours after the Codex has dropped.
Yeah, we kind of earmarked this game so as soon as we had the date for the book, because we were both keen to see what it was going to be. And Dave kicked my butt. Well, the last game was on the channel with his Alaitoc Eldar against my sister battle, so this was a good opportunity for me to bring yet another old army out of the cabinet and have another go.
You were hoping to settle the score.
Well, it certainly happened, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll let Dave cover off some of the interesting shenanigans.
Oh, well, it was just brutal. Like, Drukhari played really well now. I got first turn and thought I'd give it a fair crack, and yeah, didn't really make much of a dent, and then just got shot off the table, really.
That was probably one of the biggest things we both noticed was in the past, particularly pre-8th edition, the Dark Eldar vehicles were nicknamed flying tissue boxes because that's as long as they lasted. You looked at them sideways and they exploded. I think I lost 3 vehicles. I lost the Incubi Raider, I lost the Razor Wing, and I lost a Venom and a Ravager. So yeah, 4 vehicles out of the 10 I was using saw full 4 turns of the table before we called it. And the others, like I had a few wounds here and there, but nothing significant. And yeah, they're so much more durable now than they ever have been.
So you're clutching onto your brand new Codex there, and it's hiding your Santa t-shirt because Mike's saying that basically he feels like Christmas has come early for Dark Eldar. Yes, always the Santa retention. So Christmas has come early for Dark Eldar players. That's what he's selling that as. So having looked at the Codex, Dave, had you had a chance to look at the Codex before today's game at all?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty keen to play a Dark Eldar Drukhari army, and so I've been poring over it for the last couple of days and was pretty impressed with what they were capable of, but like had written a few lists and that I thought in my head would work, and seeing it on the table was another step up. Like you go, oh yeah, it'll be competitive. I think they'd give some armies a scare, but you look at them and you go, oh, toughness 5, 10 wounds on the Raiders, 5+ invulnerable save with a 6+ feel no pain. You go, oh, they're pretty easy to kill still, but no, they can just absorb wounds really easily.
So, Mike, what were you thinking when you looked at the Codex as far as how, because this army you've had since 2000, in its current form, you've had since 2012, and you didn't make any changes from the actual army to what you put on the table today with the new Codex. So what were you anticipating?
Oh, look, this army's... I've got way more than what I put on the table today in terms of paint job. This is, at its core, though, is still the same army I was running back in 5th edition. And we knew going in it was just going to be me putting down the models I had painted on the table to see what happened, and I'll be the first to admit to being really super skeptical about the Codex after seeing the Tau and feeling like it's 2/3 of a Codex. There's only two little complaints I have with the Codex that Dave and I have kind of chatted offline about, and they're not even they're not complaints. They're more concerns about some of the internal balances within the book. They're
Venoms compared to Raiders.
yeah, Venoms and Raiders, and then Disintegrators and Dark Lancers, the two main weapons you see across the army. And I feel like there's a little bit of a balance issue there, but other than that, the book's exceeded what I'm as a Dark Order player from 3rd edition, I'm used to kind of getting the dirty end of the stick, as it were, across the editions. We had 5th edition, which was a huge step forward. We hadn't had a Codex at that point in literally 2 editions prior. And then we didn't really get an update until 7th, and the 7th Codex was more of a, here's the 5th Codex, we've taken out some of the cool stuff, but you can have it as it stands, and it was a bit of a, oh, thanks, but really? Did you have to? We would have rather to keep the last one. So this is what I was expecting here. And we didn't get that. We actually got a book with lots of good rules, internal balances, a few weird rules, ones that probably need to be addressed in an FAQ. But yeah, it's a really good book.
It was funny because when the previews were coming out, I was coming to you quite excited about them, and you were still quite skeptical and pretty salty about that they hadn't addressed the changes that you're hoping they'd address. But I think the Codex is very, very good.
Look, my biggest disappointment though is I've got 9 Venoms that I can't see myself using in great abundance anymore. Not for what they are. And it was only when we started setting the game up before, and it's one of the reasons we actually started a little bit later today, was the army list I wrote. I realised I didn't have enough Raiders for the list that I actually wrote. So we had to shuffle things around, and I ended up with 2 Venoms in the army anyway, which was kind of good because it meant we got to kind of put them on the table and see what they did. But don't worry, I'm not buying more Raiders. So, yet.
He said he was going to buy more.
Yeah, yeah.
That being said, on paper, you look at the Venom compared to the Raider, and a Raider with Disintegrator is 80 points. A Venom with
65 with double splinter cannons.
Yeah, a Venom with 75, 55 base, and then 10 for the cannons.
I'll look it up.
So you're paying 5 more points for 4 more wounds. 55, 65.
75, yeah.
So on paper you go, I'll take the Disintegrator shots and the extra wounds any day of the week, and the extra capacity. But as an purely anti-infantry unit, a Venom with 5 Raiders with 5 Warriors inside is still great, and then -1 to hit makes them a lot more durable than their stats show.
Indicate.
Basically, yeah. We worked it out. It was something like you need 10 lance shots to reliably down a Venom, which
like
for a 5 toughness 5, 6 wound model is absurd. Yeah. Once you have that feel no pain on it from Blackheart.
Yeah, well, and that's probably worth talking about as well. I was running what's the witch cult? Cult of Red Grief. Along with the microphones everywhere. No, I was running Red Grief along with Kabbalah Blackheart in a triple patrol. So it was 2 Archons and a Succubus, a Helm of Spite. I keep saying Helm of Smite. It's Helm of Spite, and also the red Archite Glaive as well, because I spent a stratagem to give her a relic as well, which was cool. She chewed her way through a unit of Shadow Spectres, a Farseer. She took Overwatch fire from Shadow Spectres and more shooting from Shadow Spectres. She did alright, actually. That 3+ invulnerable with her Warlord trait was really good. And true to form, my Shadow Fields failed. I think I rolled the first save, then a fail, and then I went to the next Shadow Field and the first dice was a fail. It's a 2+. And I managed to roll 3 consecutive dice, and that was it.
It's like Guardian shooting the Archon took down his first one, and then a single pistol shot from the Spirit Seer took the second Archon's Shadow Field down. So, which is pretty true to form for you. I think the first time we played 8th Ed, I played a random Eldar list, and you played your Drukhari and the Index, and it was the first shot of the game, or from a Wraith Lord or something, and he failed his invulnerable save, and then promptly died shortly after.
Yeah, I've never had a lot of luck with Shadowfields at all. Even at ETC way back in 2012, I took Vect. First game, first failed save, dead Vect. Second game, didn't fail one, walked through an army. Third game, first failed save, dead Vect. And it's a 5 in 6 pass rate, and I literally pass it 50% of the time.
Mike, you need to play Flayed Skull. I think it's Flayed Skull, and they get the they can get an artifact that.
Is that the 3+ armor save one?
No, it makes his 2+ go to a 4+ invulnerable.
Oh, that's a good item. Maybe I need to go down that road.
Well, while you're looking that up, do you want to pass the mic over to Dave? And do you want to tell me about the mission that you were playing today?
Oh, I can't even remember. What was it?
It was the
Retrieval.
mission,
4
Eternal War.
objectives. And Dawn of War. Pretty basic setup. As I said, I got shot off the table, so objectives didn't really matter.
There was nothing left.
Camped on them with raiders and venoms, and I was just trying to do as much damage as possible.
So having read
It's the Obsidian Veil.
Did you want to share what you're reading, or are you just...
No, we'll just read it to ourselves. Yeah, that is lovely. It's the Cabal of the Flayed Skull Archon only, and it's the first time he fails his invulnerable save, the Shadowfield goes to a 4+ invulnerable save for the remainder of the battle, which puts him on par with most other characters. Instead of having to rely on like a 5+ armor save, doesn't really hold up.
So you've got that now. Are you just going to sit there cuddling it?
Yeah. Making sure that everyone can see it.
Yeah, okay. So having read the Codex beforehand, what kind of strategies did you have going into the game?
I built my army half an hour before the game based off the models I owned.
Okay, so remember, one of the things that were purposes of being here is to actually discuss what goes through your head and what you're thinking when you're looking at the army you have and you're looking at the models and you're looking at the army that you're facing. Can you share some of that thought process?
Yeah, so...
Thanks.
Dave's Eldar is typically Alaitoc, which is what came today. So the best way to deal with Alaitoc is to close the gap, because they get a -1 to hit at longer ranges. So my first turn, my Incubi Raider moved and advanced using a stratagem, so it moved 22 inches in the first turn. I lost my aircraft, my Razorwing, before it even got to move, which I think Dave did the right thing, because it's so dangerous, particularly mid-game when it can fire the missiles and everything when it's towards the middle of the table. But it meant that I didn't lose any other vehicles that first turn, so it meant that the Archon's Raider, when it did finally go down, it had Incubi and everything in it in cover where they could advance and charge, where the -1 didn't impact. And it's the same with the Witches. When I moved them up and advanced them turn 1, I was in pistol range shooting stuff without that -1. And when the vehicle blew up in Dave's turn 2, everyone got out, but it meant that Dave had to direct all of the fire at the Witches to make sure they all died, so that he didn't have a big unit hit him and then lock him up and tie him down. So my biggest thing was just putting pressure on and closing that gap and making sure I was in rapid fire range for all my guns, so that I wasn't taking the -1, and it meant that there was just so many targets to shoot down. And I got lucky. I took the Hemlock out turn 1 and then crippled the Crimson Hunter in the same breath, which took a fair amount of firepower off the table early.
I probably should have -1 hit the Hemlock, because it was always going to be priority 1 target, so I goofed there, and that would have probably kept it alive.
Yeah,
because you only just downed it.
Yeah, well, it's one of those ones where I knew that I had to kill it though. So it was, and when its range is so short, it's very easy to trip into it and lose that -1, because it loses it once you're within 12 inches with a Alaitoc. Whereas the Crimson Hunter spent most of turn 1 further back, and I only had, I think, 1 vehicle that closed the gap far enough, but then I rolled like a 10 damage or something on it, and it had to limp away.
Yeah. Funnily, like the Dark Eldar, obviously, or the Drukhari, deal with that -1 to hit very well, because a good trick with the Hemlocks and those kind of things, even though they're close range, you park them outside of 12 inches, and the enemy heavy weapons either stay still and shoot outside that 12-inch range, so they get -1 hit, or they move up into that 12-inch bubble and they get -1 hit for moving anyway. But all the Dark Lancers and stuff on the Raiders and the Ravagers, once they are put on vehicles, become assault weapons as opposed to heavy weapons. So they just go, well, that's fine. I'll just go 14 inches towards you and still shoot at full effect. So very good.
Well, yeah, that's certainly what I was aiming for.
Yeah.
And I suppose the other point worth mentioning is that a lot of the conversations over the last 2 days have seen the Disintegrator versus Darklands, which I mentioned earlier. The Disintegrators come down in points a lot. And yeah, and mathematically speaking, there's a very good argument for not taking Darklances anymore. But after that game, how many did I have? Like 15, 9...
No, like 21 didn't work.
Yeah, but that was blasters as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like 14 or 15 Darklances across the army. I actually think there's still a place for them for that long-range D6 damage. Like I put, was it 12 wounds onto a Wave Serpent in one volley from 3 Darklances?
Yep.
Which you'd never have happen with Disintegrators.
Well, especially against something like the Wave Serpent, where it's dropping the wounds to 1 wound, and I mean it's the same kind of principle in relation to like going something like a Wraith Cannon as opposed to a D-Scythe from the Eldar point of view, where if you're trying to take down a hard target with like an invulnerable save and you just want to get those, you get those wounds through, but the ones you get through you want to make count, as opposed to lots of little wounds that may mathematically add up, but you want to make those hits count.
So you sort of addressed some of the biggest threats from the Drukhari army. Were there any models on the table that you thought were most vulnerable and that you could go after relatively easily?
I mean, nothing's really vulnerable at all. Like, they're all toughness 5, which is not a bad place to be. Like we were talking about it after the game, and it's the changes to 8th ed seem to like suit the Drukhari in that. Whereas before, if they're getting hit by strength 7 on toughness 5, they're taking wounds on 2s. Now you have to be getting hit by like strength 10 shots to be wounded on 2s. So you're getting wounded on 3s by most stuff, and then your invulnerable save takes half of, not a third of the shots. They take a lot to take down. Like, I mean, they're still only toughness 5, 10 wounds with a 4+ armor save, but the 5+ invulnerable definitely helps.
Yeah, look, it's something that you go back to 5th edition where they were armor 10. Bolters were hurting them on 6s, but any of the main heavy weapons were often penetrating them on 3s or 4s or better. And they would just, I went to ETC with 13 vehicles and I banked on losing 4 a turn if I didn't make my right target choices. And even through 6th and 7th edition, when you had hull points, Venom's only had 2 hull points anyway. So they were 2 hits and guaranteed to go down. So again, you'd bank on losing 2 to 4 vehicles a turn from anyone who was, good at target selection, and you'd often sacrifice them out the front to make sure they were being taken out rather than Ravagers who are only 3 hits. Now it almost feels like you can bully people with the amount of vehicles and the shock prows and that sort of stuff.
Ooh,
because
let's not use the word bully. Let's stay away from that.
Well, but you know what I mean. Like it's
I do know what you mean, but
it's essentially playing rodeo. It's rodeo clown with your opponent as the bull, because you're encircling them and you're tagging them and you're pushing them and you're prodding them and they're constantly turning.
Flood them with threats, basically.
Yeah, it's an army that swarms you and floods the table with options, and you just can't deal with them all. And even if you spread fire out, you achieve very little, apart from maybe the following turn starting to lose enemies. If you pick one thing and kill it, everything else is unhindered, and then you're constantly playing catch up. There's going to be armies that'll deal with it. I think.
Maybe.
So given that both of you, so Dave, you're in the process of building a Drukhari army.
Yeah, I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of Dark Eldar sitting at home, waiting for me to finish my WATC painting, so
and
I can
then
actually
you
get
can
on to actually putting an army together. But I am chomping at the bit, and this game has just made it like
really want to get that WATC at least finished so you can get this done.
He also picked up a Homunculus from me today for part of his Dark Eldar, which we didn't get to see and play today, but I had a spare one from years ago. So.
Of course you did. Yeah. So what do you think is going to be the biggest threat from other armies for the Dark Eldar?
I don't know. Like, looking at something like we were doing the maths afterwards. There's 92 toughness 5, 5 plus invulnerable save, 6 plus feel no pain wounds to get through. Like in old editions, the way to beat the way to beat Drukhari was to keep them at arm's length. You take out their Ravagers, their long range shots, and keep the rest of the army at arm's length and just like whittle them away basically. How are you going to keep 10 raiders that move 20 inches in the first turn at arm's length? Like you're not going to be able to take them all down while the Ravagers sit back and drop 9 Dark Lance or
a bunch of disintegrator.
9 Dark Lance or freaking 27 disintegrator shots at you.
So does that mean we're going to be hearing about how Dark Eldar are overpowered?
Yeah, probably.
Or
For the first time ever, I think I can safely say that that'll be the case.
And especially we're talking about as well, like, the Tyrannies are quite powerful at the moment, but poison weapons are just wounding any non-vehicle model on a 4+. So against vehicles, obviously, it doesn't help. Like they're wounding them on a 6 still, but against like Hive Tyrants and Carnifex and all the big monstrous creatures that Tyrannid field, they're taking wounds on a 4+. Doesn't matter what toughness they are. It can be toughness 100 if they really want. They're still taking it on a 4. So they'll definitely keep them on check, especially when you can have, 10 Cable-Out Warriors in a Raider that can just fly into rapid fire range and drop 20 poison shots at them for less than the cost of a flying Flyrant. It's definitely give Tyranids a run for their money at the moment. And against most other armies, they got enough numbers like that. It's hard to deal with. Like my Eldar, then it's a decent. I didn't take an optimized force, but it was decent enough. Yeah. It was a competitive army that I took, and just too many targets to deal with. Like
that's why, 4 turns and it was done.
It was interesting because Dave and I were talking about it last night as to what army, like what type of game we wanted. And it was kind of the response I gave him at the end was semi-competitive because I just had no idea how the army was going to play.
On account of having no idea what army you were putting on the table.
Yeah. So I feel like.
And you hadn't even seen the Codex at that stage.
No, well, that when Dave sent me that message going, "Oh, what do you reckon? What are you thinking?" I think I was down at the store picking it up.
Yeah.
So it was one of those ones where I just went, "Oh, look, bring something decent but not super powered because I don't know what my army's going to look like." And I put Incubi into the army. I ran just a single unit of Witches, a couple of Venoms, a bunch of Carbonite Warriors. In my head, I went, I'd take this if I was playing it in anywhere from 5th through 7th, and it would have done okay. It's very similar to, apart from the fact there's only 2 Venoms, when my armies used to run 7 to 9 of them. And this had 4 Raiders, when most of my armies only ever had 1 or maybe 2. So it was one that I went, let's try 10 Carbonite Warriors in a Raider. It's something I've never done. I've got the models painted. I've got everything done. Let's just put it on and try it out. And they were actually surprisingly effective. You essentially get baby Ravagers at that point, which was pretty useful.
3+ armor is tough to shift to, like, unless you're equipped for it.
Well, those Dark Reapers you had in the terrain for part of the game with 2+ armor, I fired a bunch of poison at them, killed the odd one, but then towards the end of the game, those 5 of them, I went, okay, cool, here's like 10 Dark Lancers. Oh, look, 4 of them are dead. So there's those sorts of late game, those Dark Lancers became quite useful because I could sit on objectives and plink away, which you can't really do with the Disintegrator. So
for people who are, so I'm assuming that you're both quite positive towards the new Codex.
Pleasantly surprised is my response.
And for people who are brand new to playing Drukhari or coming back to it, for people who are brand new to it, what kind of advice would you give them for starting a Drukhari army based on your reading for the Codex and today's game? Well, as somebody who's about to get started...
Dave's bought everything under the sun.
Not everything. I think a few other bits and pieces. No, there's
okay,
a lot of
need is an interesting choice of word.
Yeah, need.
Yeah.
There's a lot of viable options in the code. Like I was talking to Mike about like what type of army I'd like to run, and I've been looking at like first turn charges and just a lot of deep strike and fully mounted in raiders, and they all seem pretty viable. So a lot of the units seem like they're pretty viable. I'm sure one army type will shake up to the top in the meta, but
I think the thing I like most about it is the fact that I think Dave and I will play the army very differently. And I don't think either of us will have a necessarily right or wrong way to do it. And the fact that the army lends itself to doing that means that we've got a far better option in terms of going to a tournament and only seeing, like if you see Dark Eldar, you used to see Venom Spam. And that was all you saw.
Yeah.
Now I actually think there's a viability of, like you said, a boat army, a witch army. Like a witch army being viable at all is mind-bending.
well, just being out, like looking at the, like something I'm really keen to try out is 2 units of 20 witches in Deep Strike and the 3 units of Reaver jet bikes deployed on your line, and all of them charging turn 1. Like the Reavers can go 26 inches and charge and re-roll charges, and the witches out of Deep Strike get 9-inch charges with re-rolls, which should make 50% of the time, I guess.
I suppose the best thing...
Just tie up all your opponent's army and go, yeah, cool, what are you going to do?
I think the biggest mistake that Games Workshop have made with this is ditching the old Start Collecting box, in my mind. The new Start Collecting box is going down the road of the Witch Cults, which I can see them doing because they've made some significant changes and improvements to the Witch Cults, but I also think it's going to disappoint a lot of players because it's not going to be... It's not a Space Marine army, you can't just dump them on the table. And it comes with a Venom, not a Raider, which I would have preferred a Raider in. And I think sticking with the Carbolite Warrior shooting style of army for a new player is far more easier to wrap your head around than dropping Toughness 3 6+ save models in front of the enemy and hoping that enough survive that you can charge and win. So for me, that's probably the biggest hurdle, and I think the only reason they've done that is because of the Reaver jet bikes that are in the Start Collecting box. In the original one, which didn't sync well with the other Carbolite units, because obviously they're a cult unit, not a Cabal. So I kind of get why they did it, but I don't think it's necessarily a good way to start collecting Drukhari. I would have rather them stay with Cabal.
The beauty of the Drukhari Codex, though, is like those 40 witches are costing you 300 points. 2 units of 20 is 160 plus a bit of bonuses, so 320, maybe 340 points. Like, it's not a large portion of your army. And if they're going to be shooting at the witches, then there's other bits, like you were talking about running Hellion bombs and 20 Hellions for like 100 and how much was it? 240 points or something like that. So if you're backing them up with a couple of units of Readers and a unit of Hellions, what are you going to shoot? Like,
there's 100 models.
Are you going to shoot the 40 witches that are about to charge you? Are you going to shoot the 24 Reavers that are in your line? Or are you going to shoot the 20 Hellions that are a turn away from charging and lining you up?
And damage too.
Yeah. Or are you going to shoot the 3 Ravagers that are in the backfield just taking pot shots at you? Or are you going to shoot the 4 Raiders that are bringing Incubi and all the characters in? And what are you going to do?
So we're likely to see armies that have literally got hundreds of models.
Look, potentially. I mean,
Play a good horde now.
I could very easily see someone rocking up, because the Carbolite Warriors are only like 6 points a model now. So 20 of them only set you back 120 points.
Yeah.
Now, you put that into perspective. Dollar-wise, it's maybe not as viable as points-wise, because you're paying $55 for a unit that costs 60 points. But it does mean that rocking up to a table with 6 troop choices, 720 points for 6 troop choices? That's 120 models. And at a 1850, 2,000 point tournament, that's still only just over a third of your points spent.
Yeah.
You don't need transports for them at that stage because there's too many of them. So you're not spending points on Raiders and Venoms and that sort of stuff, though you could.
But you've still got points left for some big toys on the table
You've still got
as well.
way enough points to go, okay, well, I'm going to field what we were talking about, 9 Ravagers earlier.
It's like 1,000 points.
And then the HQs to top it up. And
take a 70-point Archon.
Well, I think you probably need about 3 or 4 of them, but I think that still fits in 2,000 points.
Oh, you take the Vanguard. Is it Vanguard?
The Spearhead.
Spearhead. Get 6 of them in.
Yeah, and you still need a couple for the troops choices as well. But either way, like, it's completely viable to rock up and go, cool, here's 120 infantry, 9 gunships, and the character is required to do it. I don't know, it's a good army, but it'd scare a lot of things.
There's a lot to shoot at that way. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, I think there are better ways of doing it. Plus, I hate the idea. I painted 70 or 80 Dark Elder Warriors. I don't want to paint anymore. Painting 120 of them would suck.
It's not an issue. You're not getting any more, so that's fine.
That's all right. I've already said to Dave I'm going to the cult next.
Okay. No, Karen.
I'm just saying, well, even like 3 units of 20, that's still 62. It's like, even more points.
So back to today's game. Do you?
I'd rather not talk about it.
You'd rather not talk about it anymore. Then have you got any other?
No, sorry.
I was just going to ask if you have. Did you have heroes of the game?
I think all of the actual heroes in the game failed spectacularly. My Archons suicided themselves, and Dave's Farseers kind of suicided themselves as well. Your Spirit Seer died to a Cyberite over 2 rounds of close combat. My Archons failed their Shadowfield saves and then just died instantly. I reckon the Succubus, though, she took Overwatch from those Shadow Spectre Flamers, charged in, killed a few, they fell back, they shot her again, and then they charged her and she killed a few more of them, and she kept the Farseer locked up and killed him, and she did alright actually. 3+ save in that Relic Archite Glaive, pretty brutal, and the +1 attack from the drug I picked for her as well. Kids don't do drugs. Yeah, she was pretty good.
Yeah, so basically the Red Grief, the Cult of Red Grief can get a upgraded Archite Blade, which is like +3 strength.
Not +2, yeah.
Neg 3 AP and D3 damage.
And not the neg 1 penalty.
Yeah, no neg 1 to hit. So she's doing like four 2+ attacks.
Yeah,
plus drugs. So
well, that's it.
I would go to strength 7 or 5 attacks.
I still reckon the strength 6 was enough. So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Strength 6 meant that most of the time I was winning on 3s, but because you're Eldar, it was winning on 2s. Yeah. Neg 3, and then she just chopped her way through a few things, and then with 3+ invulnerable from her Warlord trait, and then 6+ feel no pain from being Dark Eldar, she actually took a lot of hits and kept chugging.
Yeah, 3+ invulnerable's hard to get through.
Yeah. Well, I failed it 4 times. She took 4 wounds across the game and was still alive on 1.
I think 2 of them were smite as well. So you don't get a save for that.
But the Archons with their 2+ saves, I failed the first ones and died almost immediately thereafter. So, I mean, your Dark Reapers looked at, like, you blew the Shadowfield off with a Shuriken pistol, and then the 4 Dark Reapers just went, hi, and just blew him off the table. Oh, was it the Tempest launcher? Yeah. It was ridiculous. Anyway.
Yeah, Succubus for you. I mean, she tied up a flank pretty much on her own, which was good. For me, not really anything. Dark Reapers, I guess, did work as usual, but that was about it.
Awesome. Do you have any other comments, thoughts about today's game that you want to share?
No, Drukhari are a real deal.
And you're playing Craftworld Eldar at WATC?
No.
No.
no. I'll be playing Harlequins, actually.
We've actually said we'll have to do a WATC game between my Tau and Dave's Harlequins at some point. My Tau suffered a bit of a catastrophic failure at the club a couple of nights ago where the table collapsed with them on it.
Yeah.
And I came home very disheartened and upset at about midnight or something after finding all the pieces, and they're all back together again now.
Yeah, we had to hold a special ceremony.
Yeah, it was, everyone I told,
grieve his losses.
if you're a gamer and I said to you that your army was on a table and the table collapsed with your whole army on it, I know people are out there now clenching, going, "Oh, that's not nice."
It wasn't as bad as it could have been.
No, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. And
I saved the laptop and the camera that we're recording this on, which was probably more important.
I think so. Other people disagree.
Yeah.
Strongly.
But no, we're going to have that game probably in the next couple of weeks. Whether it's post-event or pre-event, I'm not sure.
I'd like, hopefully pre-event. It'd be nice to get another game under the belt.
With that particular army especially?
Yeah, I've only played like 3 or 4 games with it, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good game. We're probably on about the same play rate then, because I played my first game with that army on Friday for WATC, so...
You took similar to...
Yeah.
Took similar to Crags.
Yeah, this is you've got more tricks, basically. Yeah.
And now you're working on a Codex as opposed to
the Tau Codex is, I suppose, a whole other kettle of fish that we'll talk about, and I think we'll probably end up doing a review for the Dark Eldar one once you and I have had a bit more time to read through it and come up with some of the cool combos and stuff, and we might include it on a podcast or do it as a video, who knows.
Awesome.
I was actually, when you're saying, what are you taking Harlequins, I did ask Mike, when's the cutoff for army lists, because I was pretty keen. Once I saw the reviews, I was pretty keen to borrow his army and take it to WATC.
If this was making the cutoff, you were never borrowing it because it would have been mine. So, no, we set the
It's
cutoff.
all right. There's quite a few points out there. I'm sure there'd be enough for both of you.
The dregs. Okay. No, the Codex came out a week after the cutoff for WATC. So
a day after.
Oh, sorry, a day after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cutoff was Friday and this came out Saturday.
Yeah, but the players pack said it had to be out the week prior.
Yeah.
So we get the Necrons, but we don't get the Dark Eldar. So it'll just mean that there's a few players playing the one last hurrah, because there are some Dark Eldar coming to WATC, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Not bad lists as well.
120 players. We'll be publishing those lists shortly, so you can check them out on the website as well.
We won't be. You will be.
Yeah.
I'm not touching them. Yeah. Okay, so any other thoughts on the game?
No, look, it was a surprising game. It was one that I haven't felt like painting or playing Dark Eldar in a long time, and now I actually want to pull them out of the case and try them out. And I've had the remnants of a witch cult sat out there for a number of years now in boxes, and now I actually want to build them and paint them. And I'm torn now because I've got the Tau army looking at me just out of shot here that I have to build and paint.
Yeah, you do.
So
and we've also got a whole heap of terrain that needs to be sorted. And
Tau are terrible.
Look, I agree. I'm not a huge Tau fan at all.
Oh, that's going to rub them up the wrong way.
So,
Rich, Tau are terrible.
but we do have a lot of terrain that needs to be sorted
There's boxes of that over there just as well. So
in a fortnight. So you need to stop thinking about anything else and think about that after the
I got permission to paint.
terrain. You've got permission to paint terrain. So, thanks very much for coming and joining us again today, Dave. We really appreciate it. And obviously thanks for Michael for being here as well.
I was going to add, congratulations, Mike. Finally beating that kid. That was we've had a couple of draws, but that was your first across the line, so well done.
And it was on camera, so
on
well
camera,
done.
So we're one on actual film. So good job. It is decent.
3 more weeks, then you can get stuck into it.
Depends on how much of a rush job the Harlequins get.
20 more models.
I've got less. That's something.
How many boxes of terrain have we got?
Probably 3 more to go. And dog comes to say hello. Typical.
Thanks very much for joining us again today. If you have any questions, comments, queries, complaints, let us know. Direct questions, comments, queries to me, complaints to him. And please hit subscribe to the YouTube channel and help us keep this going. Let us know if you've got any games that you want us to have on here, and we will see you next time. Thanks very much.